Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Liverpool podcast, Barbados edition featuring Bayesian Reds TV, where we discuss all things Manchester United and all things Liverpool as well. On the Manchester United side of things, Andre Onana leaves. He joins Turkish side. I think is it Trabzonspor. If I mispronounced the name, I apologize. But yeah, he's gone to a Turkish team on loan. They are paying all of his wages and he got a pay rise as well. So we'll be discussing that. It's more relief than happiness. I'm not going to lie. In regards to Liverpool, how much pressure is Arne Slot under to deliver? We know he's under pressure, but how much pressure is it? Is last season enough to give him a little bit of grace or leeway, or with the amount of money Liverpool have spent breaking the record transfer fee twice, is he under major pressure to deliver? And staying with Liverpool as well, reports coming out saying that they won't go back in for Guehi in January, so they're gonna get him on a free in the summer. So they're gonna do to Crystal Palace what Real Madrid did to them with Trent, people. So we're going to discuss all of these things, but make sure you run up the likes on the video. So important you do that. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after, hit the like button on the video, share this out across all the socials at Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and subscribe to Bayesian Reds TV. Link is in the title. Barnes and Pops are in the building. Yeah, man. What you man saying, OGs? You good?
All blessed, man.
All good.
Oh, good. Oh, love that. Big up to the chat as well, man. Sham, I see you. Kingsman, Alvaro, I see you lot in the chat as well. So, yeah, man, I see Barnes here, 21, hashtag 21, hashtag 7. The champ is here, hashtag 20. So, yeah, these lot. So, yeah, Barnes, we'll start with you. With the Arne Slot thing, actually, because it's been a conversation we've been having here over the past few days. I've been having in regards to which manager out of the three, Arne Slot, Pep, and Arteta, who's under the most pressure. But how much pressure is Slot under to deliver, like when it comes to the Premier League and the Champions League?
He under the pressure, man.
Okay.
The club already in negotiations with his agent right now to give him an extension, and I've already told him that expect elite players more to come into the club.
Jace.
They sold Arne Slot. He can be here for a while, B. No, I ain't got to worry about Arne Slot. The person that under pressure is Mr. Mikel Arteta. That's the one that under pressure. He's the one under pressure above everybody else. He just spent flawless over $1 billion in the last 6 months.
He spent a lot of money, bro.
With nothing to show for it.
True.
He's one lucky man, boy. He got to take that. He got a leprechaun sitting down next to he in his pocket or something. Cause he lucky. He's a lucky fella. That's all they saying. Nah, Arne Slot ain't under pressure, man. We'll win some trophies this season. Which trophies? The ones that right there, look. Number 21, number 7.
Faz, what you saying, Pops, in regards to how much pressure do you echo Barnes' thoughts, or is it different?
One more man. You got one more man. Only 2 men get mentioned just now. You said this all the time. These are your words. Don't let Mr. Locke slap that head again.
That's true.
Do not let
these
part-timers, these men that now start working, now start a job, come and slap the greatest around the head again.
Agreed.
It's the same. 2 years in a row without a title, that's not what Mr. Guardiola has signed up for. And we didn't even talk about that. Let me be honest. Pep ain't signed up to win the Premiership. Pep came to win the Champions League. That's what it's really about. The domination is there. Is nothing to argue about. 4 in a row has never been done good. But very quickly, the present becomes the past. So all of a sudden, the 4 in a row have gone, and we are now in the seat with the title. And as much as we have to win, he has to win, and Mr. Arteta has to win, and only one of us can win. But the ramifications behind us losing in different spots might be different. I can see Pep and Mr. Locke surviving not winning. I can't see Tek surviving not winning. Unless, of course, it's very tight. Last day of the season, that sort of thing that we would have seen in the past, where obviously you got all the screens on and somebody scores and all of a sudden someone else is the champion and then somebody else is the champion. But if he isn't in the hunt proper, as in my mind, I think that's the end for him. While the other two probably survive. Sorry.
Now, I was just going to say that's what the reports did come out yesterday, because I did the United Arsenal show yesterday, and the Arsenal lot was telling me that Josh Kroenke, one of the Kroenkes, had said to Arteta, got everything you need, everything you wanted. We expect trophies. If you don't deliver, you will be gone.
But the problem is this. The jigsaw puzzle was missing a piece, which they said was a striker.
Yes.
You slide the striker in. Now you slide him in, all of a sudden, there's a piece missing on the left.
Well, you got Eze for that.
That's all I'm hearing.
Nah, he cap here. No, the puzzle's complete.
Nah, the piece on the left still missing. Martinelli in the good and Trossard something and something. So now there's a piece missing on the left. I know.
I don't think there is a piece missing on the left, though.
I'm just saying. That's what I heard. Martinelli isn't good enough that he should have been gone and somebody else should be there.
That's why they signed Eze.
Rodrigo.
They got excuses already. Flawless. We know the agenda. It can be something every time.
Excuse. I'm just saying that's all I heard. But I don't think it's an excuse for him.
No, I agree.
I think he's more on the block than anybody else.
I agree. If he don't win one trophy, he gone.
Yeah. And significantly, not just one trophy, because he can't win the League Cup because they don't respect the League Cup.
Yeah. And when's the last time they win that League Cup, Pops? Like 50 years ago?
Nah. I think they had one in
mid-90s.
Yeah,
mid-90s?
Way back, yeah. But I think they only won it twice.
I think it longer than that here.
They won the FA Cup 13 times, but they only got like 2 League Cups. That's why they don't respect it.
It's like mid-90s. They won it mid-90s. It would have been like 93 or 94, something around that. It's like, I think it's 94, between 1990 and 94. It's around that.
Somewhere they had one back then.
Listen,
but they don't respect
the last time Arsenal won the League Cup, right? Was in
KJ saying
1987.
Was it 87? Are you sure? I swear
I pull it up right now.
I swear they had one in the 90s.
I thought so too. I could be wrong.
1987 is the last time they've won the League Cup.
Look at that.
No. 87 was the first one. They won it in 93. I've just double checked.
Yeah, it was 2. That was telling you. I'm sure there was 2 of them. 93.
They won one in 87. They won one in 93.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. I thought so.
You on Wikipedia, Flawless?
Yeah.
You can't trust that sometimes, you know. That could be edited, you know. That could be edited for something.
The thing is, if it was edited, there'd be enough of them. An Arsenal fan would have done, we won 12.
I was just saying, they'll put in 15.
Facts, and here's the thing is, they definitely would have edited the Champions League in there.
Definitely. Yeah, 100%. Well, you know, you're right. It's true. Yeah, 1993 to beat Sheffield Wednesday 2-1. That's right.
See? Yeah.
93 till now is still a long flipping time of it.
Oh, yeah, it's a long time. Yeah. Because you know what? It was like, especially with Wenger, he put our team and the average age was 19.
Yeah. That was always the kids. That was always the kids' trophy.
Yeah, he didn't really fuss with that. Whereas United at times, Liverpool at times, City under Pep in particular is what actually took that competition more seriously. And but it's interesting how we both said the same about Arteta being under Slot not being under immense pressure because of the other side, the other two being under. Because you mentioned Arteta, you mentioned Pep Guardiola. You think that more pressure out of those two though? Is it Arteta?
100% Arteta. 100%. Pep has the history in the bags, right? He's delivered
4 in a row in the pocket, man. Yeah, man.
He's delivered them trophies. He's delivered them a Champions League. Under the pressure that Arteta is in. And the other thing we'll miss a lot too, another reason is that Liverpool ownership group would know that it will take some time to gel all of these players. I mean, bring in 9 players this window, That takes some time to get players to get used to each other and so forth. When they start clicking, it can be serious. But they gotta get used to the system and all that, how he wants to play and the tactics and being comfortable with where people like to get the ball and where their danger spots is and where their most most impactful when it comes to being on the pitch. That takes time to do, but hey, flawless 21-7, man. That's all I say.
So if he doesn't, so let's say Slot hypothetically doesn't win 21-7. What would be your thought process on that?
I'd be upset. Ain't no doubt about it. I'd be upset because I want to win everything. Yeah. I'm just a old man that love Liverpool, and I just don't want nobody else win nothing. I just want to win everything for my club. We went through too many dark decades. You know what I mean? We see Chelsea win, United win, City win. We see all them. We see Leicester win. God, and it took us forever to win a Prem in the longest time.
Thanks.
And people are gonna say the Prem win first division football, the titles. So we call it just because the name changed. I don't mean the titles don't count.
League titles count. All league titles count.
Because that's the agenda, you know, flawless. You know how the people is say, oh, Liverpool only got 2 Prems. Yeah, technically, yeah, that's 2 Prems.
That's factually correct.
Yeah. But Manchester United don't have a Prem. They have a Barclays Premier League. That's saying different in name change too. We could go down that road, you know, if people won't be that petty with it.
That's cool.
You know what I mean, flawless?
Yeah, when did it change? When did the name change?
92.
Nah, not the 92. I'm saying
I think 2015. I think 2015 is when it changed to just the Premier League and not the Barclays Premier League.
I even pay that no man. That's the crazy.
That's what I mean, flawless. But you know how people is.
I think they got one in between that too.
Yeah, I think there's one between the. I agree. You know how people like to run their agendas, right? And say the foolishness and be like, "One is so ignorant and stupid is unreal." Like it. Oh yeah. But anyway, yeah, I would be disappointed, but I got full confidence in Mr. Lott, man. I said it last.
You have full confidence. Yeah, you lot have been confident from the jump. So I was just asking what it would be if he didn't indeed win it.
I'd be upset.
The issue would be, and they got one other factor that I think is going to be significant, and you've seen it already, is the Jota effect. R.I.P. Jota, Andre Silva, as always.
That's a lot. I agree.
For anybody in the chat, and just generally, if you've lost a brother or a brother from another mother, you never know how somebody feels, but at least you would understand what that loss is. And that loss isn't going to go away tomorrow. So, the funeral happened, and that's the end of that. That feeling is going to sit with certain players, and it's going to be harder for certain players to deal with that over the course of the season. And again, this isn't an excuse thing. It is just proper talk. This real life talk. No, not the banter stuff. This is the real stuff. But even with that as a significant impact on the club, the expectation still is that Liverpool will defend. That's what the expectation is. And the games in, they got a lot of people who have maybe not waved the white flag, but they got it rolled up, wrapped up next to them and propping on it and saying, in a couple more weeks, I might be just waving it. And it's funny to me. I can be honest with you. It's funny to me because I haven't seen enough to say that, but the manner in which people think that, oh, my Arsenal lost, City lost twice, you can't afford to. And I'm saying, but you can. There's only 3 games in. I didn't understand, and this is one of the things I didn't understand about the Arsenal game and the manner in which they approached it. For me, I would say this. If you lose that game to us 3-1, is that I'm feeling you lost? You've been beaten 5-1, 4-0, whatever. It's 3rd game in, you lost. You could find out more about your team in that loss. What have you found out about your team in this manner of loss? And you know what? Flip the script. Let's say you win it 3-1. The psychological impact of winning 3-1 on the team, on that team especially, and that manager, to me, is significantly worth the gamble, at least, as opposed to the approach that he took going into the game. And again, that's just my opinion. Somebody might say to me, well, it wasn't defensive. They were on top and all the other stuff. No problem if that's what you saw, fine. But I saw Moreno in the team and Odegaard wasn't. And you can't be telling me that you're accustomed playing with a 6-8 and a 10, if that's what you want to call it. And you had options on the bench in Nwaneri and Eze that could have said, you know what, go and fill in that spot. Even if it wasn't Eze. Tell me Eze didn't train with the men or wasn't there long enough. Nwaneri is the man that you should be saying, you know what, young fella, here's your chance. This how you make men. This how you make the swords, the diamonds, or the pressure of playing at Anfield. Go and do it. Go and show the world that you are the next in line. Meanwhile, he they sitting on bench all game long having a little chit chat with MLS. He and Miles there talking. I know he's saying myself, what are we saying? Man, I wish I could get running and then. Why not gamble? To me, there was more to gain than to lose. You ended up losing the game. Oh yeah, it was a wonder free kick. Or yeah, you know what? But you still get asked yourself the question: what if? You're going home from that game asking yourself the question, what if? Oh, Liverpool didn't play well in the first half. They had a lot of good passes. You know, the pressure was on. Yeah, it is true, good. The game as a spectacle was rubbish. Those supposed to be the top two teams in the Premiership, and that's what you put out. Unfortunately, it was early in the season. People are going to say, you know, the team's in jail yet, whatever. You had the opportunity to say, you know what? Man, let me roll the dice and see what happened, man.
He did.
Let me see what happened.
He did. But he shook. That's why
because
he didn't
it's the third game, and but that's why when I looked at him, I say, "You doing this again? No problem. Yeah, if this you for season, yeah, all right. You might as well pat the locker right now, get the dog, and he head out because that's it. No, if that's his mindset, pack up your locker, get the dog, and left the people place.
Because you know what it is, Pops? They're just Arteta and Arsenal are just united at a higher level. And when I say that in regards to a manager who shouldn't be there, it's the same thing. They just doing it on a higher scale. He shouldn't be there. There's no way he should be in charge. Manager who's scared, shook to do things like you mentioned there. People have mentioned this in the two games, how Liverpool's defensive issues, how Liverpool have defensive issues.
That was the narrative. That was the narrative coming into
the match. Defensive issues, go. And the thing is, you have the attacking players to hurt anybody.
You have the guns. You got the guns now, you tell me? You got the weaponry. You got the Glock. Click.
You got the 9mm, man, with 16 rounds.
They got the Glock. They got Glock 9, man. They got the Glock. And they didn't shoot it. How you got the Glock?
The Glock they shoot in blanks, flawless. The Glock they shoot in blanks.
Because Glocks don't jam. So what's going on?
The clip jam.
Yeah, Glocks don't jam. I'm saying Glocks don't jam. What works like a Glock? Google that, people. I think it was Jimmy who said that. Shout out Jimmy Smith. And he's saying Glocks don't jam. So yeah, like it's crazy. This, you know what I'm saying? All of this. And he got locked up at our place. That's the craziest part.
He got lucky at your place that come out there with a win. Off a spooky set piece goal.
I'm talking more so Jokeres getting locked up, not even the performance.
Yeah, he got locked up there, but you're talking about Arsenal too. They got lucky coming out of your place with a win. Off a header set piece FC. Mm-hmm. You see, that's the mentality of Arteta, right? He gonna try to score on set pieces and try and defend on the win games. That's his mentality. He don't want to go and play a team off the park unless the team poor, like what you do against Leeds. He go up against a big squad, he parking the bus and he looking for a set piece to go to score a goal, and then he can park the bus even more and try to win again 1-0. That's his mentality, his weak mentality. You even looked at it when they played against us, flawless. Every free kick that they had, the goalkeeper was taking the free kick. And you got everybody else push up. That's crazy. I was like, you typically see that at the end of the game, you trying to get a goal to equalize, or you trying to win a game, the goalkeeper can take that free kick. Nah, not this team. That's weak mentality but that's for the manager. That's why you don't rate him, and that's why I said Arsenal will continue to go score trophyless until he is gone, because he's who holding back that team. They have everything. They've given, ain't like them ain't give the money to not buy players. They bought a boatload of players the last 6 years and still doing the same foolishness. It is what it is, man. But hey,
and
I'm confident.
And just no offense taken, United stink. We know this. There is zero offense taken, man. They deserve all the credit they get. But you mentioned it, Pops, about with the white flag and how it's wrapped up. I think it was that anyway. I think these first 3 games from Arsenal show that. because I said this is mad how it's a mirror image of Manchester United. You can't be before the season talking about, oh, we signed, you know what I'm saying? We've got Gyökeres, we've got Eze, we've got Zubimendi, we've got everything. Arteta's the guy. We're gonna win the league, and then 3 games change your mind. If 3 games change your mind, you didn't believe. Because there's no way I'm gonna say this team and this manager is gonna do this, and then 3 games happen and we don't perform well. And I go, yeah, like for instance, I can tell you like this now with Barnes and Popsy. I can speak for them in this. If Liverpool didn't perform well in the first 3 games and drop points, you lot ain't gonna say you're not gonna win the league. You just say it was a poor start because you believe in your team and believe in them because there's genuine belief there. Them Arsenal fans who have waved the white flag don't believe in United fans did the same thing because it was Amorim's gonna do this, Amorim gonna do that. New players, preseason training, and ours was just 2 games over 4 days. It was Fulham and Grimsby. The turnaround, the turnaround I seen from the Sunday before the game up until that Wednesday night it was crazy. I was like, is this the same people who were talking about this same team and 2 games is no matter how bad the games are, 2 games shouldn't be a big enough sample size for you to change your mind, but you didn't really believe, and that's where my issue lies.
I agree.
If it was 12 games, I'd hear it, but 3 games, and you're saying, "Hey, we finished." What?
I seen Curtis Shaw after we beat them said, "Wrap up the league, man. The league done." I was like, "This from you?" I was like, "Really?" After 3 games, I was like, "Oh my days!" I know he's not Arteta fan to begin with, so he know that once you start that gap start to build, they're coming back from nowhere. But still, after 3 games, you're right, Flawless. It is mind-blowing that you're hearing people talk about, oh, your league done. It's still early. Very early.
And if you were saying that before the season, get it. If you were saying Arsenal ain't good as an Arsenal fan, you're saying, hey, you know what, Arsenal are not good enough. Arteta needs to go before the season starts. That I get. The first 3 games just give you even more evidence to suggest he's not the guy. However, if you were saying the complete opposite at the start, and now the start of September, it's, oh, he's got to go. Nah, you didn't believe. So what was all that talk? That's what I don't get.
I agree.
And like I said, United fans did the same thing, and that turnaround for us, that was the most disgusting 180 I've ever seen. I was like, what is going on here? I was even told, obviously I didn't watch the Fulham game. I was told how bad the Fulham game was. And then the Grimsby game followed that, and it's like, oh, okay. But then we play against Burnley, and it's all about, you know, you look.
The one thing we do know, though, is that Arteta will win a quad for sure. Quadruple the place in second.
You think they finish second again?
I ain't sure with that. either.
I don't think they finish second. I
ain't sure with that, Barnes.
I think they probably will, but who knows, because Saliba gone for 4 weeks now, and you can start hearing the excuses coming from them. That's a massive blow for them. Absolutely. To be honest.
That is. Yeah. I think they'll be able to cope, though, because of their defensive structure. But
they got a lot of defenders. Come on. Yeah.
City at home, Newcastle away is tough. Then it's West Ham at home, Fulham away. So they're their next 4 Premier League games.
They got to get past City. I ain't even calling it.
Sorry. No, Forest at home, City away, Newcastle away, West Ham at home. That's their next 4. I missed the Forest game.
That's interesting football, actually.
That is very interesting football. I ain't gonna lie.
Them to be. I think Forest with Nuno in charge. I think Forest are done for ice, but I think they will beat Forest. But the City game will tell us a lot. I think City and Newcastle. They're the 2 I'm looking at.
Yep.
And Newcastle finally got the strikers now. So
hey, Fiso.
Newcastle.
Wait. Did Gordon get 3?
St. James's Park, right?
Yeah, Newcastle away. Yeah, 28th September. Yeah.
Did Gordon get 3 games or just a 1 game ban? Anybody know?
Was there a straight red? You lot would.
It was a straight red.
That was violent.
If it's a straight red,
they would have given
probably
it
a 3 game ban.
That's a 3 game ban.
Yeah. So, but they got the strikers. They got Visa and they got Waldermaid, right? So
Kingsman said 1. Interesting.
Only 1. That was a dangerous. It was deemed straight red and dangerous tackle though. So that should be 3 games, but we could check. Y'all could check and let us know for sure.
Yeah,
that's a tough schedule for them though. Flawless. They can't sugarcoat it. Forest can be a tough game, and then going to City. That's a tough game, and ain't got good at it.
I think City and Newcastle definitely. I think Forest. I think with what's going on with Nuno, I think they're done for. When I seen them get packed up at home to West Ham, I was like,
yeah, that was a shocker one though. That was shocking. Yeah. Is it 3 games? 3 games? Yeah. So he got 3 games. So he already missed 1 already. So he got 2 more to miss.
These Wolves and Bournemouth.
Okay, so he will be back for the Arsenal game.
Oh, is he gonna be back?
Yeah.
Oh, we will be there, people. We will be there for that one.
Because you know, it's one thing about Gordon. He loves to do. He loves to do that diving. He loves to dive and frustrate people.
There. Yeah, because he's gonna be back fit and ready for Arsenal. Oh yeah, they're gonna be up for it.
Chomping at the bit.
Chomping at the bit. Yeah, the 6'6" guy, 6'6".
Arsenal don't like traveling at the St. James's Park either.
Yeah, and he can be going up against Timber, pops. He going up against Timber. Oh, you know how Gordon is. Gordon loves to go to ground.
Timber's a good player, though. Timber's a good player,
but you know how Gordon is. You know, he's always seemed to get them calls and like diving and doing the extra stuff.
What's the fella that came on? Mascano?
Are you talking about Mascaro?
Mascaro? Him.
Yeah,
he's
Mascaro,
the one. Because he can leave Timber and go inside. He can dip inside. He's the fella I gotta watch out. He looked right, to be honest, against us though.
He played well against you, lot. He did play well.
He looked a little wobbly initially, but after all, to me, he fit in quite comfortably. So it doesn't look like obviously Saliba's a loss, but it doesn't look like something that's detrimental. So you say, "Oh my God, you know what we can do now?" It's like, "Nah, you got enough. Slip him in and move on."
They got all the pieces to the puzzle, pops. The pieces, they're all there. They're all there. The puzzle is complete.
Should be. Massive mosquito. Flawless, you are there laughing, man. You got lemons to make lemonade now, man.
He can't know. You know what I'm saying? Like lemons, like he's just not the guy. Like that's the fact that some Arsenal fans, I should say, can't see it is crazy. And there'll be excuses for him. Even when he falls short, I'll say this now. When he falls short, because it's probably going to be Liverpool who win the league, unfortunately. But whether it's Liverpool, City, whoever, I ain't saying that too many times. Yeah. They're going to make excuses for him.
That hurt, innit?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Brian, make sure you clip that up and send that to me.
Yeah, horrid.
Clip that up and send that to me, Brian.
Horrid. I've already did my predictions. I already put you lot top of the league. But, like, there's going to be excuses made for him.
Yeah.
Already. There's going to be excuses.
This is going to be part of it. The Saliba injury is going to be part of it. Depending on how much you lot spent and the players you brought in. Of course.
They spend more than us.
I don't know. Hey, Barnes, that's not a lot, but they don't add to the argument. So if you don't add to the
argument, you broke the record twice, Barnes. You broke the record twice.
You broke the record twice. You have Van Dijk, you have Salah, except you have Alisson. That's what it's gonna be.
The best.
You can't add Van Dijk and Salah and Alisson, man, that's been here forever.
No, I'm just talking about into regard to the quality of your team.
But then got Gabriel and Saliba and Raya, who this is the best goalkeeper in the world. What them doing now?
Well, y'all don't say Gyökeres was new. That's what they'll say. They'll say Gyökeres was new, bedding in.
They still got Burnt Rice. They still got Bad Boy Saka and Mikel.
Zubimendi was new.
Zubimendi was new. I'm just telling you what is going to be.
Eze was new.
I know the playbook is going to be Eze was new, needs time to bed in. Madueke was a squad player. Saka got injured because we know Saka's going to get injured again. Zubimendi's new. Arteta needs to get Gyökeres used to. Gyökeres needs to get used to the system. I'm telling you, it's going to be from when they blamed when they was top of the league for 93% of the time, and he said it was solely because Saliba got injured and Holding was playing. I was like, yeah, you lot ain't on nothing. One player shouldn't affect your whole team like that. You was top of the league for 93% of the time. Win the league. Like there's no excuse. 93. All right, man. What?
$1 billion bottle jobs. Them is a billion pound bottle jobs, man.
Jez, this is crazy, but big up to you, nephew. Big up in the chat as well. That is crazy. That is crazy, yo. It's crazy. And to grab, yes, it's crazy, yo. These slander names. Onana is gone. Yes, Onana has been gone. I mean, is gone. Yeah, he went out alone.
I can't sing the song no more. You gotta put that in your vault now.
Yeah. Put that in the vault and throw the vault in the sea. Yeah. So yes, Onana is gone. Thankfully, even though it's only loan.
He's only on loan. It's only on loan.
They're paying 100% of his wages. There's no chance of him playing for Manchester United this season. So that there, right there, is in the plus column, people.
Might be back next season, though.
But it is. Yeah,
might be back next season, though.
We'll have a new manager by that time, and hopefully he got sense, so we'll be all right. And hopefully he does all right over there as well, to the point they come sign him. Hopefully. But I'm just glad he's gone for now. I'm focused on the here and now in regards to this season, and he will not be playing because there was a chance with injuries. If he was still here, he could have played. He's their problem now. So hopefully Lamens is good. More relief, people. I'm not going to lie. It's more relief than happiness that he has indeed gone. And I didn't care whether it was transfer, loan, obligation. I am glad that they are paying 100% of his wages, yes. So he's gone. Hopefully Lamens is good, and that can help. But hey,
you singing here and now just like Luther Vandross for all this.
Yeah, man, like it's about, because that's what it is, about the here and now. People telling me about 2028 and ceilings and potential and all this. Hey, we got a season to contend with. We have things to deal with. I'm saying we got matches to attempt to win, but I don't know. Because this manager's gone. I think he's gone too long. I said this November. I already mapped out. I think November the manager's gone. I think
third international break then.
Third international break, I think he's gone. Because here's why I think it's going to happen. I've been laying this out, people. So this is how I think it happens. We played City and Chelsea, and regardless of the results, we do well enough in those games performance-wise, and I use performance in quotation marks, for people to get excited. So people will say, oh, you did. So even if we lose them 2 games, as long as we're quote-unquote competitive and we don't get packed up, people will say, well, they're both going for the league. They're better than us. We did well. Then we play in Brentford, Sunderland, or I think Brentford away, Sunderland at home. 2 games I actually genuinely think we'll win. It won't be the greatest performance, but I think we'll win those 2 games. And then when we win those 2 games, because it's the first time he's won 2 games in a row, euphoria is going to be at all-time high. Everyone's going to be absolutely happy. Everybody's going to be completely giddy. And the hype and the delusion going into that international break is going to be at all-time high because he turned the corner. He did well, quote-unquote, and I use well in quotation marks. He did well against City and Chelsea. He then got 2 wins against Brentford and Sunderland. So then going into that international break, like I said, all-time high. Then we come back from the international break. We play you lot. We play Brighton. We play Forest. And then we play Tottenham Hotspur. 3 of those 4 we do terrible against. We don't travel to Anfield well. Brighton always pack us up at Old Trafford, and Spurs we've not beaten 3 years. Forest is not going to be an easy game either away because they'll give us a game. And then that will be the end of it. That quartet right there, all that delusion and hope will die. Well, it will start dying at Anfield. I say Brighton at home, Forest away, Spurs, I think at there. Yeah, Spurs away as well. So 3 of the 4 games away from home, and then they'll sack him. They might be daft enough to keep him after the international break. And if that don't go well, they'll sack him. Nah, just we ain't beating you lot. Telling you lot that now. Telling you lot now. And then that's what will happen.
Hey, he might be sacked after the Liverpool game. If we put a big score line against you in that game at Anfield, he might he might get sacked at that point in time too.
What? That if it's a big enough scoreline, yes.
7 hikes away, 7. Didn't he?
Different regime now.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think if we put 7 on them, boy, Pops, there's no chance he survived that.
7. But again, that'll be a game that people will look to, and if we don't get packed up and go, oh well, it was decent performance today.
If we win 2-0, we won them. Yeah, we fought well. Yeah, we had if this happened and if that happened, you know.
Yeah. And I'm gonna look at the game and go, right, go for it. Don't be silly and gung ho, but go for it.
I want a big score line to put on you, man, though, because we can be doing that dual stream that game. I want to see the misery on your stream from one of the men. It's not time, you know, flawless. It's about time for that no draw, you know. I've been waiting for this game from last season. My man, you think listen, I bad-minded that way, you know, flawless. I ain't forget.
It was the 2-2, wasn't it? It was the 2-2 game at your place. Yeah, it was the 2-2. Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
This is Airback City. 5+ on one of that game. And I just want to be on stream with you and the crew, and we just giving with the gears live. That's must-see TV, man.
It is must-see TV, so that's why I will definitely do. But I could see if it is a heavy defeat, they could sack him. I think the Liverpool game is enough. Because you lot have got managers sacked before, even though it was different regimes. That is definitely capable. because of the magnitude of this game. This is more than like a City or an Arsenal or a Chelsea or a Leeds. Like if we go there and get packed up and it looks like the players are good. Because if we go there and roll over, God forbid, it could get peak. So I just don't go there and do that. Go for it. Go on, you saw it, even lose 3-0. It's like, go for it. So I go, yeah, like you lot did last year. You lot went for it because that's a performance surprised me. I did not expect that. Didn't expect because we played you lot and I think it was Arsenal straight after. I didn't expect that at all. I was like, all right. And then we just fell by the wayside. But we'll see what's what. But yeah, that's how I think it's going to play out. I think he goes in that international break, the third one. I think he goes in there, but things can change.
After Burnley, we got 2 stinky teams to go and play.
Mm-hmm.
We got Atletico first.
Oh yeah, champs.
And then we got the Merseyside derby right after that.
I'm looking forward to that one. I am looking forward to that game.
Jeez.
I'm looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? They got Grealish and Dye, Diblin. That's some good attacking players over there. I'm like, all right, Moisey. Let's see what Moisey's got. Is that your place?
Moisey?
Yeah, that's at Anfield.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be
both games at Anfield. Both games at Anfield.
Yeah, both games. I do enjoy Merseyside. It's a good derby, you know.
Derby is a good one. It is.
It's a good game.
It's always be a good one. But early in the morning for me though, Flawless. That derby is crazy early, bro.
12th day on the Saturday. Yeah, because they ain't trying to have all them
7:30 in the morning. Bro.
They ain't trying to have them scousers drinking all day.
Many more drinks in the
like, get this out of the way. Yeah. Like, get this out of the way.
Drink after. You drink after, not before.
Yeah. That's it.
I ain't gonna make sure I make a big jug of coffee before that game start, bro. To wake up.
That's 4:30 for Angel, though.
That's 4:30 in the morning for Angel.
Yeah.
But it's Angel on the West Coast.
Yeah.
That's Jesus. Yeah, I respect the people who are outside the UK and the time zones to be doing games like that. Trust. Now that's gonna be a good one, though. It is. And just saying here, y'all beat Atletico Madrid. They started the season horrible. They don't even look like Simeone team now. I think that's just ran its course. I've heard this, Jazz. I've not watched any of Atletico Madrid this season, but I don't really watch Atletico Madrid because they're not great to watch. But I think, Simeone's still a very, very good manager. I think he's just ran his course there. That's what it is. It's like, move.
Time to move on, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just time to move on. Like, go elsewhere and have better resources. Like, that's
you
what
want
it
him?
is. Have better resources. Would I take Simeone? Nah, I wouldn't take Simeone. Not because I don't rate him. Like, I spoke about managers, like buying players from within. Because of the situation we're in, get a manager from within the league. I don't need managers coming there and having a culture shock and having to adapt, which is fair. It's a culture shock. You need time to adapt, but we ain't got that type of time. I've seen something. I think Troops mentioned it to me about Sesko saying he needs time to adapt, which is correct. That's nice, but one, the manager's not even playing him, and two, this is why I didn't want him. Ain't got no time for players to be adapting. I need you to be playing out there now. Like Bremo, Konyo, come. No. They don't need no adapting period. Like, we've been playing in the Premier League for however many years now. It's no adapting period. Like, that's it. All right, one came from London to Manchester, the other from Wolverhampton to Manchester. Fairs. Like, that's all it is. So with the next manager, it's like go and get, if it is Glasner, if it is Areola. But even then, the reason why I'm not big on whoever the next manager is, because managers get here and just turn stupid. We was having this discussion on the Yardman show yesterday. Come here and have unhealthy attachments to bad players. And I don't get it. We watch Amorim do it. We watch Ten Hag do it. Don't come here and get attached to Bruno or Shaw or Maguire or Dalot or Mount or some nonsense like that. I don't know what it is about Manchester United. It's like, I don't need that. That's why I'm not even saying, get him. I don't trust you. I bet you do, you joke, man. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't get it. Like, watch what's happened to previous managers and come here and then put your faith in the same people. I've done lost that. Like, people love to throw out, it's all the same players who have got all these managers sacked. No, it's not. But there's one that's been there pretty much the entire time. He's
Jose available, you know.
Yeah, by 4. You take it. I'll kick you. If you want OG, I'll kick you off the show. You know what I'm saying? I say Jose. Lord. Jose.
Jose might do a better job for interim. Give him an interim tab.
I think Jose would do a better job. But then again, I think there's content creators that do a better job than Amorim.
Yeah.
Genuinely. It is content creators. I ain't putting myself in that, but I think there's genuine content creators. Put it this way, I think I get the same results as Amorim. I think I could do just as bad.
Fair.
Which is a problem. That I think I can do as bad a job as you can, and I have none of the qualifications or experience you have. And Sergio says Arteta and Simeone play similar tactics, flawless. Here's the difference: Simeone wins.
Facts.
That's why he gets over the line. He wins. Man's won, I think, a couple of leagues. I'm sure he has a Copa del Rey in there as well. Like he's won, and he's up against all the odds because we know what Barcelona and Madrid are like when it comes to the money side of things. So yeah.
And he don't get that type of money to spend. He ain't like Arteta.
Like that's what I would say.
But their spine actually left this season because he was pivotal for them in the midfield and going over into Miami. I think that's that way the looks about.
Oh, you're talking about DePaul?
Oh, yeah.
Rodrigo DePaul. No, I hear exactly what you're saying. But yeah, with Mourinho, and that's another thing with Mourinho and Oli and Ten Hag all getting sacked within the space of the same week is just poetic for everyone who's like, oh, these managers needed time. No, they didn't. It's okay to say we're not very good, but these managers are not up to standard, as we've seen. That's why man are getting sacked after 2 games. Worst manager in their history. So how you piss off that many people in such a short space of time? You haven't been there long enough.
Now, how long he was with your club? How many seasons? 3, 4?
2 and a... Was it 2 and a bit? No. 3.
Nah, it gotta be more 2 and a bit. It gotta be at least 3.
No, it's 3 and a bit. Because he got sacked halfway through. So yeah, he got into his 3rd season, yes. So it was like 3 and some change.
3 and 3. They sack him in 2 games. And you kept that man for 3+ years. Wow.
The first year I get, because first year he did what he was supposed to do. I have no qualms with that.
They didn't even waited for that, bro. Then just sack him one time. Like,
but then the second year and the 3rd year was the writing was on the wall. But the second year it was like, it was bad. The first year was fine. I had no issues with Ten Hag. So all right, cool. You walked into a mess, do better. But was it 3 games? All right, blessings, just 3 games they played. 3 games they played and a cup game too. It's like, come on, man.
You take him back, flawless.
As much as you take him at Liverpool.
I ain't taking him a period.
There we go. Then as much as you take him at Liverpool is if I take him back at Manchester United.
I got Mr. Lock, my man. Why would I want that?
That's cool. I'd rather go managerless. Let the team manage themselves. Someone pick.
Player manager.
Bruno Fernandes is your player manager.
Draw straws out of the hat. He'd probably do better because it'd just be chaos ball, and in the chaos ball, the quality would shine. That's what I would say. Yeah, it's bad. Hella red flags, just. But the thing is, I was cool with the fact because I'm like, all right, cool. You've done enough in the first season where I go. I don't like everything, but you did enough. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for improvement, which you did give. But then that second season was down there. Even the window was eye-opening because it didn't make no type of sense. But hey, we move. You lot continue to run up the likes though, because we're only at 27 likes. Girls up to 40 likes, people. What are we doing, man? Girls up to 40 likes. Hit the subscribe button. YouTube's playing up, so I can't put the Beijing Reds link in the chat. I mean, in the title, but the link's underneath in the description. It's also on the featured channel page, not just on this live stream. Every live stream, go subscribe to Beijing Reds TV. And Pops will go to you, Guehi. News coming out stating that Liverpool are not gonna go in for January for him. It's let him run his contract down, get him on a free. Happy with that? Not happy? Would you prefer you to go in January and say, hey, here's 10, 15 million? Or are you saying wait for a free on him?
It's probably easy to say right now. Everybody's fit. You never know what will happen in January, to be honest. But people are panicking because he's obviously in a contract. He can be on a free. He can talk to anybody. The way you say it, the contract is pretty much done and dusty with us. And it was a big sort of hoo-ha hullabaloo about him being an upstanding guy and all that. So if that's the case, then he said he wanted us. The deal is already done. So there's nothing to be fearful about. If that's really the case. It doesn't matter if Chelsea come in, City come in, Madrid come in, whoever. If he said that he wanted to come to Liverpool and that's really what it is, then we'll see you in summer, I guess. He don't look too fast, and to be honest, you gotta respect that. He played for England. He's played all the games that he was supposed to play, whatever the deal was supposed to be, whatever. At the end of the day, again, he's won him. I promise you, you promise me. Yeah, forget all that. You promise and I promise thing. You know how it's work. It don't work. It don't work. His was more unfortunate probably because you already gone in other man kid. You said goodbye to everybody, the dinner lady, the tea lady, all the boys in the man. Yeah, loved it. Yeah, respect and all that. And then man, what you doing my hair? He probably was the serious jokes in the changing room when he landed back the next morning. But it's what it is. I mean, he probably feels horrible, but at the end of the day, we took a gamble on the deal, and Glasner said, "Nah, boy, pulling rank." So when you win in a situation like they did, obviously he can be respected at a level that another manager wouldn't be able to pull that stunt. So I think he's your next manager anyhow. So at the end of the season, he goes for free.
You think we got Glasner? You think it's Glasner?
Glasner probably too. That's the man I think you should probably go for. I hope you don't get in, to be honest, but he makes sense based on what you said as well. That you want mostly talent to come from Indie Prem as well as the manager from Indie Prem. He's to me one of the best. We've played against him a couple of times, and I've seen him manage against the big managers too. And I just like what he does. He plays a similar system to yours with a 3-4-3 type situation for whatever you want to call it. System. And he gets better results. I mean, obviously he had a 9 that was there for a while. Mateta, you can see as an old head, you've now sort of brought in a new one, trying to figure out along with some other stuff. But Will Hughes isn't a better footballer than most players at your club. So if he can do a job at Palace with Will Hughes, I'm sure he could walk into Old Trafford and put Kobe Mino on the pitch, tell Bruno to have a seat or play him further at the pitch or whatever, and get a tune out to the team. Ain't that hard. I mean, like you said, ain't not difficult to do it. So I sort of wandered off, but I'm fine with the Mark Gay thing. No, the situation I ain't really too bothered, to be honest. And the one thing I find sort of funny is that at the middle of last season, if you said you did a poll for Liverpool fans to pick centre back to come in, I ain't sure many people can say Mark Gay. I'm being honest. I as much as yes, you look at the numbers now and the deal sounds good and he fits the big profile, English, homegrown, all that. Yeah. Last season it was all about Hyson and whoever else, Hincapié, maybe even Hato from Ajax. There was Bastoni, obviously, was the hi-hat, the big one. But I can't tell you that I was listening to other people talk and engage in conversations where anybody said, "Hey, let's go to Palace and get Mark Gay." Yeah, obviously things change very quickly, but that's the nature of the game, because all of a sudden Ibu was being written off by some of our fans as a joker and a man with a bozo gene, and if you don't want to stay, let him go, and if you want to be Madrid, we did this long time. We already did this, flawless man. You know me. I told you what I felt what the situation was. If Barnes is the man, Barnes is Van Dijk, and I'm Ibu, and you got the purse. And you saying, "My pots, man, I got a little change here for you." And I said, "But you sorting out Barnes?" "Yeah, we can take care of Barnes, so don't worry." "So what happened you deal with Barnes yet?" "Man, don't worry, we can deal with Barnes, but we got a little change here for you." I said, "All right, you hold on for that change a minute. Let me see what's going on with Barnes first. Let me see where this is going." Because in my mind, and again, it's just my mind, if Barnes is the number 1 and I'm the number 2 currently, let me see what Barnes going up to. Because Barnes was at 220. While I was at under 100, I think. I could be wrong. Somewhere in our region. Let me just say 100. Barnes' old contract was 220. Barnes' new contract is 350. You offer me a contract for 175. I don't know these numbers. I'm just saying.
Just throwing out. Yeah, I get the gist of where you're going.
So you offer me 175, and Barnes' old contract was 220. If Barnes left, I would be the number 1 man, making less money than the number 1 man that left and gone long. No. You wait. Let everything sort out and then come back to me with the deal. That's how I feel it right now. I could be totally wrong, but if I'm Ibu, that's what I'm doing. Let me see how everything falls out. Okay, good. So now I know where Barnes is and where Barnes was. I can ask a question. Where do you think I am then? Because if I ask for Barnes or money and you tell me, "Nah, you're not at that level," no problem. Make a cross in and see what these men here can tell me then. If I'm supposed to be that good, if me and Barnes is the best or the second best pairing in the Premiership, then let me see a little change. Okay. Now,
let's go on.
I was just gonna say the flip side of that is just people saying, "You too greedy, you ain't worth that. Why you go ask for that? Why you doing it?" And I say myself, I mean, but the man is supposed to eat. We keep saying that the players, the lifestyle of a player, the lifetime of a player is short. You don't know what's gonna happen. Isak had to leave to come. Okay, what Ibu here now? Last season, you told me that me and Barnes were number 1 or number 2. Now all of a sudden, let Potts go on, man. He wasn't ever no good anyhow. Okay. Okay.
So to say to that, what is your thoughts on the criticism that Konate's been receiving, like level wise? Do you think it's over the top, like for the level?
Of course it is. It's tied to the contract. That's all it is. Because the body language experts will tell you, I'm watching. Oh, Ibu's head is not in it. His head is in Madrid. Look at this mistake. Look at that man. Yeah, he's made mistakes before, and he will make mistakes again. Van Dijk's made mistakes. Saliba's made mistakes. Gabriel's made mistakes. Rio Ferdinand, Alan Hansen, whoever it is, Maldini, Baresi, all of them have made mistakes. They all had stinkers. They all had moments where they said to themselves, yeah, that was really embarrassing. They shouldn't have done that. Ibu is big and strong and fast. That combination needs help for him because he needs to sort of rein it in. He loves the physical and sometimes he goes over the top. Much like Gabriel, in my opinion, but Gabriel gets a little more latitude because he's deemed as the best or whatever, while Ibu gets none of that. Now, I've seen Ibu in the Champions League final, in Europe, and in the Premier League play at a level where I'm saying, why not? That's what I want. I'm happy with that. Yes, did he make a mistake? Yeah. But 2 games into the season, you're ready to write them off. And then against Arsenal, it was a clean sheet. I don't know. That's just me in my simple world. I keep things very simple. Ever since I was saying extending my contract, ever since.
Yeah, you've been saying.
I don't want to hear all of this. This is the Trent thing all over again. And it obviously not Trent because Trent is a Scouser, but it's a similar thing. The criticism is about the contract, ain't about Ibu playing. Yes, all right, that was a moment. His moment was bad. Gravenberch was part of the same goal that Ibu conceded. If you listen to all of the criticism, yeah, man, Gravenberch turned his head and he missed it, man. I said, wait, but Gravenberch was the last one, though. Yes, Ibu made a mistake initially as the ball came over the top. Gravenberch runs back and cleans it up. He gets to tell Ibu, yeah, wake up, buddy. I got you covered. But Gravenberch is in contract and playing good. Ibu ready to leave, so he's a bozo and heading to Madrid. I know.
So
what are you saying, Barnes, about your goal?
Ibu's on 70 grand a week. That's his current contract.
70.
That's crazy. For someone,
Conor Bradley is making more than Ibu.
Damn, and Conor Bradley, your third choice right back.
More than him, right? Almost everybody.
Joe Gomez is making more than Ibu. So listen, all right. I can put it in context. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 players that's made less than Ibu. Reece Williams, who don't play,
younger,
10 grand a week. Calvin Ramsey, who don't play, 15 grand a week. Curtis Jones, 15 grand a week. Stefan Bajcetic, who don't play, 40 grand a week. Wataru Endo, 50 grand a week. And Dennis Ibrahima Konate.
That's crazy that he's that low. That is man. I can't lie. He should be on much more than that.
100%.
So again, let's go back to the pretend that we did with the numbers. You doubled my salary. I said, man, I can play you 150 pops. But Barnes was still 220 though, before the extension.
Yeah.
So if you've offered me double now, I'm now in line with Gravenberch and Chiesa. And you're saying, but you had me for 70 for a while now. It's almost like the back pay thing. You owe me a little piece from before. Make me nice now going forward.
The highest pay earners in the club is Salah 1 at 400 a week, Virgil 2 at 350, Alexander Isak at 280, Ekatike 4 at 200, Verts 5 at 195.
Ibu gonna be looking at that and saying, well, put me somewhere there. 195, 200, somewhere in that region gonna be me. Forget Salah and forget Verge. That's A class, world class, done it. Okay, yes, no problem. But Verse and Ekitike ain't do nothing for you yet.
How much is that?
Now I know you get paid
200.
200,
Okay.
which is that to me that surprises me, to be honest. I'm surprised that he had 200 right now up front like that.
No, Andy, Marmouche in on 300K. Marmouche is on 85K a week.
Yeah, I don't think City.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I don't think City put out big wages like that, to my knowledge. City ain't really like big with the
Marmouche. Oh, yeah, I think him with Marmadashvili. My bad, Andy. Yeah, could be. Let me see. We can find out.
You got Marmadash. Nah, Marmadash is me cheap.
I can tell you right now. Let me see.
But even
I look at Manchester City. Yeah, Marmouche is at 295 a week.
Jeez, is he on that much? I'm surprised.
Bernardo Silva is at 300 a week. Erling Haaland is 525 a week.
That's understandable.
John Stones is 250 a week. Donnarumma is 250 a week. Reinders is 230 a week. Foden is 225 a week. Rodri is 220 a week. Vidal is 200 a week. Diaz is 200 a week. Ake is 160 a week. Calvin Phillips is 150 a week. Kovacic is 150 a week. Matheus Nunes is 130 a week.
Calvin Phillips.
And the other goalkeeper is 90 a week.
Calvin Phillips still on
Calvin is 150K a week.
Was he still there? Or did he go out on loan?
Oh, I think he might be out on loan. Nah, he's still there with all green check mark, so he's still on the club.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that City. It was me thinking that City weren't big spenders in regards to wages. Stand corrected.
Nah, their wage structure crazy. You hear them? 200 realm.
But then again, you know what? Their team delivers, so I hear it.
Yeah, they make any money, because if you're making any money, you can't pay the wages.
Yeah, their team delivers for the most part. When you exclude the new signings, you look at the prices, the wages. Sorry, that those players are on. It's deserved when they've delivered and contributed what they've contributed. Haaland's delivered already.
Yeah.
How is it? That's where I got it from. They used to be low with wages, but used to pay. So yeah, that's why I thought that. All right, first blessings.
Yeah, that's what we used to do too.
Yeah.
You start with a base, and then everything's topped up on incentives. Which
even
makes sense,
even
to be honest.
Matheus Nunes is 130K a week.
Jeez, Matheus Nunes. What are you saying in regards to it, Bonds? Are you like echo what Pop says about Konate? Do you believe the criticism of him is over the top and is more based off the contract rather than his actual performances? Or are you concerned about his performances?
People annoyed that Ibu running on the contract, and they got PTSD with the whole Trent situation and Madrid sniffing around the place. And I saw that report from this weekend that Mbappe was making jokes and reported, and people lost their head. Look, the man's been making poor salary for the last while. I mean, bump the man up where he deserves to be. He should be over 200 comfortably. Should be at 30.
He should have got an extension earlier. 100%.
Yeah, they should have given the extension earlier. It shouldn't have waited this long. So apparently an extension is there for him. Don't know what it is because Liverpool don't leak this information. We don't know what it is and what the offer was. But I feel the exact same way as Pops.
That makes sense. No, 100%. I thoroughly hear that, and obviously because of the Trent situation being so fresh that it just happened, people are thinking the exact same thing's gonna happen again. But hey, if he delivers you 21-7, it's money well spent, isn't it?
Yeah. City's weekly payroll for players is 3.7 million a week.
Jeez. But then again, like I said, they do deliver, so it makes sense.
Liverpool is 2.9. Arsenal now is 2.8. Let me see United.
Yeah, we
United is 3 million a week.
And you know what's crazy? We've lowered that significantly. So if you actually put back in the
3 million still.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on, Flawless. Nah, this is current.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And we've lowered that significantly. That's how much the wages. When you look at the players who have left, I'm not just saying this season or last season, even before that. We had big players leave in regards to wages. People forget the likes of Pogba and Cavani and Sanchez and players like that. I ain't even talking about 300 plus K just went out the door with people released. With Ericsson, Lindelof, and Evans. That was like 320. That is one thing they've done significantly, and it needs to be reduced further. But we are heading in the right direction in that sense.
Well, you've lost Sancho, who was on 50 a week.
He was on big money. Was he with like 220 or something like that?
50.
Nah, it's showing here Jadon Sancho was 50K a week.
Nah, he's more than that.
Nah,
like
not wrong. Not wrong. Not wrong. Not wrong.
Onana was 120 a week.
So we got rid of that.
Rashi was 350 in it.
Certain daft like that, yeah.
Jadon Sancho had though a gross.
He was 250 or something like that. He wasn't 250.
I think it's because of he had bonuses that was building equivalent to 5.2 million into his salaries.
Yeah, I feel that was the issue was moving him on was in regards to the wages, but let's just say 200 for the sake of this conversation. Yeah, you probably saying
right?
That's what it is. Yeah, you probably paying Sancho 50 because they're paying 80% of his wages, so it's probably the amount we're paying.
That's what's left.
That. Yeah, that's what's left because Villa are paying 80%, so they probably calculate it like that. Which
you paying Kobe Mainoo 25K a week.
Yeah, because that's his first contract.
Yeah, that's his first contract. He's still on the kid's contract.
Yeah, which makes sense. But once he gets his new deal, he will definitely be bumped up. But yeah, we've reduced that wage bill significantly, and it still needs to be reduced further. I do like
the only one that on this list I seen that has to come off now to actually drop this more is Onana one, because he's the only one that on this list that just recently left.
Yeah, you got to take that off them because obviously they're paying 100% of.
So that's 6. Yeah, so that's 120K got to come off of that 3 million. So it puts you at 2.9. You still about 2.9.
And we still got to lower that further.
That's crazy, bro.
I bet at the start of this summer, it was like 4 or 5 mil.
So wait, Villa
are paying
Iceman
80%
as well.
of his wages.
Villa got the Iceman.
Yeah. That was free, though. That was a free.
But they got the Iceman as well. Gee. Why, though? Even on a free.
Desperation?
Jadon Sancho is Villa's highest paid player at 200K a week.
Yeah, that makes sense. It must be it's desperation.
Jesus.
That's what it is. It's desperation.
I know looking at this, some of these men getting some crazy money, though.
No.
Chelsea is 2.7.
Yeah, because Chelsea got a lot of players on the
remember they got the 10 years. They got the 10-year contract too.
Yeah, they got Raheem Sterling as their highest paid player at 325.
Where he is now? What are you doing?
I don't think he would have a team.
Who's this?
Sterling.
Oh no, he's still there, man. You're part of the bum squad. You there? Yeah, the bum squad. Yeah, he's part of the bum squad. He's there, like legit. Part of the bum squad. 100%. Right.
Wow.
I hope Harvey Elliott get a bump. Is he on this? Actually, nah, boy. Villa paying for Harvey Elliott 40 grand a week.
Yeah, that's his salary.
Is that a loan or permanent?
No, we sold him.
Oh, you sold him? Okay.
I think that wasn't loan with a obligation.
No. We sold him with a buyback clause and also a buy-on clause.
Yeah, you're right. Sell on and buyback. Yeah.
Put it into perspective, United paid 4.65 million per week to every player in the 2022. So 2022, 23, 24 season. 25, 26 is now 3 million per week across the first team if you include Onana. So that's what I was saying. Significant drop. What's that? 1.6 million.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they're even more. Yeah. All good pups. Pups over there partying it up, man. You know what I'm saying? And that. The party notification, that's what that was. That was we got liquor and smoke down here. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? Pups just got that is the party notification. That's what that is.
That's your phone call, B. That was your phone call.
That's the notification for it. That is party central. Party over here, bring it there when I'm finished. That type of shit. It's crazy. And to splash him as well, in regards to the pro clubs team, it's because we had a bad session. Our pro clubs team is vile. Like, don't ever get it misunderstood. We were just fucking around and lost some games. We're top 80 in the world. Like, come on now. Like, let's not do this. Even less than that when we're on it. And that's with players missing. But big up to you, Splashing. You lot, again, continue to run up the likes. There's over 50 people in here. I'm only at 33 likes, people. Let's get up to 40 likes. Let's go up to 40 likes. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. We'll be closing out soon because Pop's got somewhere to be in that Party Central over there. You already know. You know what I'm saying? You already know. But staying with you, Barnes, as well. We were talking about this beforehand. Szoboszlai, you don't think... You were saying he can't be dropped because he's performing well at right back, but do you think he'll be dropped?
No, I think he plays against Burnley, to be honest.
Is Conor Bradley fit and available now? Because he was on the bench.
He's coming back from an injury. Frimpong should be back from injury too as well. So, Conor Bradley did play for Ireland against Germany. He played the whole game, so he should be fit for Burnley. So, yeah, I don't think Mac may start against Burnley. I think they may hold Mac out for Atletico in the Champions League in midweek on the Wednesday. And Szoboszlai, but you can't drop Szoboszlai right now. Right now, he on fire. And before we get into that, Flawless, how fraud is that Erling Haaland win Player of the Month?
Who did they play? They played Spurs. Who's the others? Wolves and Brighton.
Yeah,
right.
And they lost again.
Yeah, they lost 2.
Lost twice.
Because it's Player of the Month. That's why.
And he scored 3 goals, but he right up front. Or it was a troll account. Okay, Jess, I stand corrected then, because I was shaking my head.
Yeah.
I was there. If that's the case, then
I swear we did. I could be wrong because I don't pay attention to Player of the Month. Let me see.
I don't either, Flawless. But when I see it, it was like, nah, this can't be right. It was like, because this is foolish. He shouldn't even be on there. But anyway, we go back. Then we go back to the Liverpool game. Yeah, Szoboszlai can't get dropped. He can't get dropped. Not right now. The man in form. Scored a banger again for Hungary. Free kick goal again. Top bins. For me, he got to be the free kick when inside dangerous areas for Liverpool, in my opinion. There's way too many times that he's do that now for his country that he shouldn't be the number 1 option taking free kicks.
Oh, I hear it.
I was screaming for him to be doing it last year instead of Trent. Because Trent is do them every now and again. But Szoboszlai would be more consistent with it. In my opinion.
No, that's fair. So you see him. So if he does indeed perform well against Burnley with the games you lot have got coming up, Atletico Madrid, Everton, Southampton, Palace, are you comfortable having him there for a lengthy period of time, even with Frimpong and Conor Bradley fit? That was a troll account. Blessings, Jess.
It's a tough call for Mr. Lott. It depends on if he gonna want to rotate and so forth. At some point in time, you gotta do some rotation because we got a long season. But right now, he in form. And how do you take a player out that in form? I just don't know how you can.
And does he go back? Like once he starts getting rotating because he's playing well, does he go back to right back or does he go back into midfield? Back
in midfield in the 8th spot. He ain't be a double pivot. He ain't gonna play the 10, that's for sure. Unless there will be some games that Mr. Lott might rest Verts and push McAllister in the 10 and then put Szoboszlai and he adds a double pivot with Grav. That's something that's possible.
Huh?
And Grav's going to need some rest too because he can't play all the games because last season, and Pops will remember this, the end of last season, Grav legs are dropping off. He was dead to the world.
Remember you were talking about the Southampton game before the PSG one?
Yeah, his legs was done. So he needs a rotation. You can't start Endo. Endo is to come in the second half. Endo can't run a whole game because he's way too slow. So somebody gonna go be there. So either be Szoboszlai, gonna be the cover for Gravenberch, and the 2 of them. Who knows? But it's a good problem to have. All I know is that We got two bad boy strikers in his squad now.
All right, before we get to that, Jez says, I think Szoboszlai needs to play midfield or right back out of pure energy and his engine reasons. If Liverpool was better at keeping the ball, he could get dropped. You lost thoughts on this? Is it a possession thing if you do keep the ball better? Or even if you did keep the ball better, would you still want Szoboszlai in the team?
That's an interesting comment.
It is. He does have an engine.
He is the lungs.
Jez, when he's not fucking around, is actually a sensible individual. You know what I'm saying? He's just resulting more often.
Big up Jez.
We got some good footballing knowledge. Big up Jez, though. We'll go on.
Now, he is the lungs, but for me, I agree. As it stands right now, we need the energy. If I go right back, I'm moving back into midfield. In a possession game, ideally what you have, though, is horses for courses, as we always like to say. We say it a lot, but it's one thing that people don't mean. But to me, it's one of the ones where you say to yourself, well, yeah, you got enough in the midfield. You don't need to, especially if the pivot plays the manner in which it should. And as for me, we already got a little bit of an issue right now. I'm not seeing the double pivot as a double pivot. It looks more like a single pivot, and it leaves the midfield a bit too open, which then is when you need the man with the lungs to do a lot of the covering and tracking back. If you're playing with that box where you got your center backs and your double pivot as a 4 in a box, to me, then it allows your wing backs to do a lot more because you always got 4 defensively. As it stands, we send the 2 wide players forward and we're still attacking with one of the pivot as well, which leaves then basically just one Gravenberch in the 6 to cover all that space. And we've seen how that works on the counter attack.
True.
I'm looking at the coach. My eyes are on Mr. Lock now. I'm just saying, are you gonna show me nobody? You got the weapons, you got the tools. Let me see some better football now. Because the first 3 games, yeah, we got 9 points, but the only way we are optimum yet, nowhere close to it. Yeah. Vert's got to be on the ball more. Obviously, Ekatike again will benefit from that. And then obviously AI 9, when he finally straps up, he'll benefit as well. The King himself will benefit. So there's a lot more to come from the team. But as it stands right now, I'm not dropping Szoboszlai, but I'm not playing him at right back. I've got 2 fit right backs. There's no way we just bought a right back to create a system specifically and now playing a man out of position in the right back spot because I can't find a spot for me in the midfield. Nah. This is where you gotta make the decisions. You just get paid big money for this. This is where you make the decisions. Drop a midfield and put him in the midfield. Or leave him on the bench. One or the other. That's his position.
Midfield. That's fair.
Yes. You got 2 right backs already. He was an emergency. He was an emergency right back, and he did a good job. Yes, and it worked well because he was able to invert, and then obviously it gave us an additional man further at the pitch. Worked well, proper, and he did all the tracking back that you want him to do. So he covered the Martinelli runs, and was still able to get up and down the pitch. He is. If you just watch him on runs, he's saying different for real. Different. The way he's run around the pitch, I expect to tell you, it's 4 lungs. He can't got 2 lungs. Everybody else, he is saying different. I saw him run from our 6-yard box, lead the break. The ball broke down, and he was the first man back in position after leading the break. So I said, well, and he was running past our retreating players, so you could literally see him saying, "Now, if I'm watching this and training here, saying, well, yeah, what happened to you and you and you? This man will run from here, I'm not running back in the party tray, y'all." Yeah, I know y'all doing the effort, that effort run at the minutes, but you know that one.
I do that, yeah, because I do that exact run. Yes, yeah. I do that exact run when the ball breaks down.
Chest up, breathing deep, strides looking long.
But then the energy in your strides, man. You put it down, you ain't planting that foot properly, man. It barely touching that grass and you glazing all soil. That's what you're doing.
My manager just try to call me out for that. So, I'm trying to get back. What do you mean? Like,
you see me busting a gut.
Yeah, like, trying. What the hell? Yeah, I hear exactly what you're saying. Well, you mentioned it, Pops. I think it was Baz. You said it. Your 2 strikers. You got like a TK, Isak. Stupid. I ain't even got a question for it. Just thoughts on them 2. Like, it ain't even a question. I ain't gonna lie.
That's problems. Man, every team should be worried. Every team. Name a better tandem for a number 9 with any squad in England right now other than them two. Nobody can mention them. They none.
Nah, they're the best duo. And from a 9 perspective, I would say. I think that's fair.
And you could do so much things. You could push Ekitike over on the left in some games and Isak down the middle. Games that you want to give Cody some rest. I have you two of them because Ekitike, as everybody can see, is a baller. The man can play. The man's good with the ball at his feet. He's strong. He's skinny as hell. He look like a macaroni stick, but still, you know what I mean? He's strong. He's hold up the ball well. He's take on players. He could dribble very good. You see him doing flicks and tricks and stuff, quick little things. I think he worked well. I think he will work well on the left if we need him to go there at some point in time. But we know Burnley in that game, then, man, bun that.
What about Jokerism and Mikel, the Beast Moreno? The Beast Moreno, in the words of Tony Claude Guna.
The Beast.
You trying to see this guy in the Beast.
Come on, the Beast, man.
Bane and the Beast.
Bane and the Beast. That sounds like a movie, man.
Yeah, that does sound like a
I tell people that Glock he can be lucky if he get 10 goals this season.
What in the league?
He can get more than 10.
Yeah.
Now he can get more than 10. Now he can get more.
You don't think he gets 10 goals? Oh, that's interesting. You don't think he gets 10 goals in the league, man?
Nah, he can get more than 10, Barnes. Come on, man.
They
got more leads. They got more leads to play.
Yeah, you're on 2 right now. So you think he's gonna get 7 goals in the rest of the season?
Listen, I said what I said. I don't rate the man at all. At all.
But to
get
10?
10
bear in mind, Havertz got, I think, like 13 last season or something.
Yeah.
Last season got 14.
And the Beast got double digits or 9 or something last season, right?
I think he got in the league. I'll tell you now. I think he got 8 or something like that. The Beast.
8 or 9, I think it was. Yeah, the
Where's
Beast.
the Tony, man?
Marina put a hat trick today. Fair enough. Who was playing? What team was playing?
You got 7. You know, that's not a bad return. He got 7 in 28. Well, how many starts there is, but he got 7 goals in 28. It's not bad, you know. Quick maths as well. I would have done that shit.
Against Turkey. Okay.
I would have struggled with that. But I'm with you, man. I'm just asking. Yeah, appreciate it, Pops. I'm all for what's it called? Arsenal slander. I just think he does well. But to say he's not gonna get 10, hey, we'll see.
Yeah.
He's good. Go from this to this. He really does.
All the way up.
This, yo, if he don't get 10, he gotta hit double figures, man. He gotta get double figures.
He has to.
Yeah. All that hype surrounding him.
Yes, and he will be on pains. He's gonna be on pains.
Yeah.
But he ain't the pen taker for Arsenal.
He's gonna be on them, though.
Who says that?
Watch, you can see. But
Who
he scored
says
a pen
that
already. He scored a pen already, Barnes.
Yeah, but was it Odegaard off the game at that point in time?
Sure.
Saka is going to take majority of the pens.
Saka too. Nah, man, he ain't gonna get into the striker, man.
Saka is going to take majority of them pens, guys. Let me be honest.
All right, we can take out the pens. You think like we can just say non-penalty goals? So you think he'll only get 10?
Yeah, see, Jez Saka is first, but he was off the pitch when he took that penalty.
Hey, I'm all for it, man. Lead the charge. Arsenal's going to be a great source of entertainment all season long. So.
100%.
If Gyökeres don't get, hey, even though I think he will, if Gyökeres don't.
Nah, mask gonna move up, flawless boy. The mask can move all the way up, man.
Yeah, man, the mask, it does is from here to here. You don't want to watch to here, like that's what it is. It's like, yo, because people are already on his case. Yeah.
Crazy.
See, just said Saka the first choice. Then joke man just for the second part of that. But yeah, Pops, what you saying about the 2 strikers you've got? You got Isak, TK. See them linking up potentially. Could be like Barnes mentioned. Maybe one of them plays left. Maybe one plays 10 off the other one.
It's interesting to see because we look at the front 6 again, and we got Salah on the right, we got Gakpo on the left, we got Ekitike and Isak in the middle. That leaves me with Chiesa and Rio. Now, if you line them up as they are, that suggests to me then that someone's going to get some playing time on the left ahead of Rio, in my opinion.
Mhm.
I don't think Rio's going to be automatic if Gakpo isn't playing. That is just Rio slots in. Whether that now becomes Chiesa as an option on the left or Ekitike an option on the left and Chiesa then as an option up front. Because again, I've not seen him. The coach said he was a backup to Salah last season, and I didn't see any backing up to Salah at all. I've seen him get a little spot in the 9. I guess he ran out as a striker when we only had Ekitike, but now obviously Isak's here, so that means it all depends on the rotation. I could easily see Ekitike start against Burnley and Isak get 20 minutes off the bench. That's my ideal, to be honest. 20-25 minutes, all right. But just career back in, I ain't in a rush to see my record-breaking striker yet, but I expect within the 20 minutes for you to get a sniff or two. And the rotation then just depends on the games. We got 6 games. I think Virgil said after the international breaks that the madness begin. I think it's 6 in 18 days or whatever it is. The matchup basically every 3 days until the next international break. Yeah, because the Champions League kicks off. So you basically got midweek. Yeah, so you got football consistently until the next break. So there's the opportunity to me to see. And as I tell you, my eyes on Mr. Lock. Show me what you're doing. Show me if
all eyes on him, man.
Numbers,
same here. I got 2 eyes on him.
Yeah, man. I want you to keep the eyes on him, man. You are there talking about game back-to-back winning, back-to-back games. Well, we talking about back-to-back winning, back-to-back titles. So it's fine. You watch.
Hey, we didn't say all that. You need all that, yo. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring a gun to a knife fight, yo.
Yeah, we needed that. We needed that. Yeah.
I was
just to settle things down. Just to settle it down. You lean forward too much just now. Now you lean forward too much. So just to ease you back in the chair a little bit. Yeah, you relax.
This is crazy. I can't even lean forward in my chair.
You don't know. Nah, don't lean forward. As you see when you lean forward, I know what I mean. So why did I just load fully?
I can't even lean forward. Yo, people say I've been told I can't lean forward. How I say things, how I read comments, what I say, my face, if I smile, my voice. This is crazy work. These are things I can't change. That wasn't a shot. I'm just saying it's all eyes on. Let's see how you do. There's a lot of pressure on you. I'm interested to see. I have an invested interest in your failure. Obviously, it's you lot of success. I need you to fail, but we gonna be there.
And mine also wasn't a shot. Mine was a fact. We here looking to go back to back, and you looking to win back to back. That was your prediction. Your prediction just now was basically that, right? You actually had a back-to-back, remember?
Yeah,
see?
Yeah, even to win back-to-back, it's just a win. It's just a win, to be honest. Just get some wins. I even win back-to-back. Just get some wins. Well, go on, carry on, as you were. Lean back.
Yeah, lean back. Yeah, you lean back. Lean back.
Just like Terror Squad, man. You just lean back.
This is crazy. Man, I never been told I don't want you to lean forward in the chairs, man. I'll do the show from here. I'll do the show from here.
Yeah, I know what the lean forward means, Flawless. I've been watching you. I know what that lean means, man.
What does the lean forward mean?
See the fact that you're laughing, you know it means too.
I don't. It just sounds hilarious, yo. I don't do that like, yo, leaning forward. That means something. Nah. It don't. I just be rocking back and forth in the chair from time to time. I can drop
another for you because I can leave you with another saying. If it don't apply, let it fly. Big up double H. If it don't apply, let it fly. So you don't gotta worry. If they leaning in a thing, then don't worry about what I say. But you and I both know what's going on. But we can take the ice. We want you to watch. We We will be here. You will be here. We will both be watching.
Facts. Definitely, especially the amount of games that you lot have. Like, I didn't realize it was that many games, so definitely. Not so much you lot. You lot have to keep me up to date in the Champions League. I'll be watching other teams, but Prem, I'll be watching you lot. Champs not as much, because it's some good game. Obviously, when Madrid come to town, I will be there. Definitely. You lot doing a watch along for that?
That's midweek. Tough. Crab might.
Hey, if you need someone to cover it or stay with Crab on that stream, yeah, I got it, man. Just let me know. I'll cover for that one.
All right.
Let me know. I will cover for that one. Yeah. I want to see
No
what Crab
problem.
does. I've never, because it's interesting. I've never, you lot have told me about Crab on a live stream, as Dakota did in the chat last week, but I've never been on a live stream.
Oh,
with
man,
him.
what?
Like,
This
what?
Crab life.
I just heard it's very, very mad. Like, that's what it is. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Jazzy, whether Trent starts or not, that's going to be all the topic of conversation. You know, the
Trent ain't even going to Anfield, bro. Trent ain't even showing up at Anfield, dude.
Nah, Trent will be there, man. Trent gonna be there.
Trent will come in if he can show up at that.
Trent gonna be there, man. Trent gonna be there, and he's gonna be saying, "Alonso, hey, start me. You ex-Liverpool, I'm ex-Liverpool. We've been here before." That's what
you want the man. You want the man go up on the pitch with diapers on, bro?
Not like, hey, what did Pop say? You know what I'm saying? You got, what was it? You got diapers on, or you got trousers? You got your big boy pants on.
If Trent start, right? If Trent start for Madrid, I play in Rio at that left side.
Yeah, to mention this, I'm with it.
Just to see some sport.
I don't care who wins. I just want to see blood. So I don't care for Liverpool or Madrid like that. The Champions League overall, it probably won't mean too much, like in regards to the result. I'm just trying to see the madness. Start Trent, man. Yeah, that man said that Trent free kick goal gonna hit like crack. I'm with that. I'm with it. Whether Trent gets caught for a goal or he scores, or he takes the corner, or he makes a mistake, or misplaces a pass, or he gets booked early, or someone dashes him into the crowd. Just make it happen. There's too much on that. He cannot start. Make it happen. That's what it is.
It will be a good watch alone. There's no doubt about it.
This is my point. Like, the UEFA knew what they was doing. Yeah, Liverpool.
All right, here, Flawless. I can tag you in. You go a crowd. Me and Pops definitely can't do it, but we can tag you in. You could.
Yeah, I might even do that to go. I'll get accused, of leaning forward or gaslighting him or winding up crab. I already feel like that. I don't want that on my name. That's it. I don't want that. It's crazy work. It is.
Every time Trent touched that ball, booze gonna be raining coming down from Anfield. They can be like Vince Carter's return trip to Toronto Raptors when he went to the Nets. I never hear a stadium so hostile yet. I think Anfield was just as bad. Oh, it was bad. If you ever get a chance, let's go YouTube and look at Vince Carter returns to Toronto for first time and listen to the crowd. The whole game, it wasn't like it was just starting at the beginning. It was the entire game. The man get booed every time he touched the ball.
Gee, I'm gonna have to go check that back.
It was nasty.
This is before I was watching basketball.
Yeah, it was nasty work. I can see that happening with Trent and Anfield.
Oh yeah,
he gonna go back now.
Yeah, he gonna get booed out and called every name under the sun.
Oh yeah, 100%.
What are you here for? And so Wesley says thoughts on the Owen redemption tour. Is there a redemption tour, or is he just doing interviews? Don't call it. Why would you call it a redemption tour? Redemption from who would you say was? I ain't even saying you wrong. I'm just interested because I've never heard it called that. I haven't heard it called that. But to be honest, Michael Owen, fantastic player. But I don't really have an interest in sitting down and watching him in an interview. That's it. I'm not. It's not like he was one of my favorite players or he did exceptionally well for United or anything like that. So that's it. Well, you man's thoughts on it?
He's not very charismatic as a pundit. You listen to him, it's kind of like, I mean, some of the things he said are probably true. I listened to a piece of it, him and Rio doing the interview. Some of it is true because he went back-to-back Golden Boot winner at 17 and 18, and he said, was the likelihood of that happening again? You think to yourself, probably not. Because if you look at anybody that's young, any kid, look at Rio right now, we're saying, or a lot of people are saying that he's not ready. You got the kid at Arsenal, he's 15 and change, but he's a winger. When was the last time that actually saw a striker, 16, 17, 18-year-old in the Prem, batting it up and actually getting a chance to do it? Not here's 5, 10, 15 minutes. So you're probably going to see that again. So he does have a point, but I think just generally on him, his career was just so short. He was literally like a fire starter, firework, whatever you want to call it. It burned bright for a little while and it was gone in a hurry. And he even said it. He said by 22, he was basically done. Now, his issues with his hamstrings, if he were playing today, he wouldn't have the same issues. technology would have saved him and the coaching staff would have saved him. But the funny thing about it is he basically said he was done at 22, which meant when he went to Madrid and was trying to come back, he knew that he was already done, but he was trying to come back to Liverpool. Well, yes, I myself, wait a minute though. So he was done, cropped, but still trying and hoping that we would come and save you. Nah, bun you for that. But for the 2, 3, 4 years, whatever you want, and he even said it, if you saw him at say, like 12, 13, 14, 15 as a kid, you would have been astonished by what he was doing. And then obviously 17, 18, you see him in the Premier, appreciate what he was doing. It is what it is. I mean,
he was on smoke. It's like you said, the injuries, man. Like
you got your Ballon d'Or. We weren't that good in the 90s, so there's no real recognition on it. Ballon d'Or for me is a popularity contest. So as much as it's a big deal, it's ain't that big of a deal. I mean,
he won it, so it is a big deal.
He did, right? But he even said it is not a big in Spain is a big deal. He said that every time they call you in Spain, every time they announce you as the Ballon d'Or winner. He said that in the Premier like that, you're like, yeah, the man win it, yeah, good for you. All right, on to the next season is just an award. Just keep it moving in. The value and weight in the Premiership isn't there. So from an international perspective, I guess it's different. He did make a comment about he and Rio were talking about Trent, and as they were saying, as players, fans won't understand that you want to experience something different. So as much as we all love the badge and all that sort of things, them as players, you get to a point where you want to see something different. You want a different training room, a different set of surroundings or whatever. And again, that's something that as a human being, you appreciate. But it's easier to say when it's not your club. When it's your club, then all of a sudden you feel differently about it. It's all well and good when it's somebody else. Yeah, man, they want to go, man. You want to see Spain or France or Germany or wherever. Yeah, man. Different settings and all that. When it's yours, shut up and sign, man. That's who we are. As fans, we are the biggest hypocrites, isn't it?
Oh yeah, facts. Biggest hypocrite. When it favors us, we're all for it. When it goes against us, it's the worst thing ever. Like, of course, fans are very hypocritical. I am. I'm all for it. If it's United unsettling somebody to get a good player, I'm all for it. If it's someone doing the opposite, I don't like it.
Yeah,
of course. It's common sense. Like
Isak Visa, right?
Isak Visa is the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. But on one side it's okay, on one side it's not, because that's just high level sport. What are you saying about Barnes and Michael Owen?
Hey, with Pops, man. I honestly, guy, I don't really pay attention to now these pundits and these men talking. I see it and then be like, I don't even want to hear them. All I want to done, finished. When they're just trying to be relevant, I don't even want to hear none of them. Period. I will listen to Jimmy Carragher, Gary Neville. I don't want to hear none of them. Period. None. A lot of them talk a bunch of rubbish sometimes. But they just want to get clicks and all of that foolishness. That's what it is. Or they like to hear the sound of their own voices, in my opinion. Rio Ferdinand thought he's one of the best center backs and stuff. But my man, about 32 years old, you was done and you was out of Manchester United. And then you want to throw a shade to freaking Virgil van Dijk.
He was embarrassed.
And then you want to mention Istanbul Virgil van Dijk at 35 years old, still at the top of his game. Virgil is the greatest center back in Premier League than you were.
It's a debate.
And for me, it's not even a debate. At 32, my man, where did he go flawless after he left you with Portsmouth?
Oh, you're talking about in regards to the age. I'm talking about those two just overall.
Yeah, but I mean, age 32, Virgil's.
Oh, yeah. He was at QPR. I think it was it
QPR, right? It was QPR.
QPR. I remember, it was at QPR.
No.
Yeah. It's QPR. Big up to Canal. Hey, Canal, big up, man. Appreciate it, man. Big up every single time. So this question for the Bayesian man, then. Think Salah will be your top league scorer in the league, or will it be Isak or Ekitike? Yeah, you not seen me in the top goal scorer. He's mentioned Salah, Ekitike, and Isak.
I think it can be Isak.
Really?
I mean, really? What do you mean?
Because I see Isak he'll get goals. Don't get misunderstood. But I see him being more of a facilitator and creator for Salah rather than the other way around. You think it'll be the other way around?
The amount of balls, Flawless studied this, right? The amount of balls that should have scored last season.
Yeah. Nunes missed Salah. Yeah.
Isak put them where? He can put them where?
Yeah, he
Salah's assist is going to be bananas.
What first?
Salah's assists is going to be bananas compared to his goals this season. Isak can eat. He is going to eat. You see how skinny he is? I see people making laugh in sport how skinny and it look like if he freaking well on a starvation diet and he look like a salmon truck retriever or a pot starver, as you call him in Barbados. Oh, a street dog, that skinny with the ribs showing and stuff. And people making fun of him, man, because he ain't got no body fat. My man, he ain't up with a bare belly and looking like Homer Simpson, my man, with the amount of food he ain't eat. He ain't score bare goals.
Yeah, he gonna score goals. I just don't know about Monitor, but I think he does score a lot. I think he scores a lot.
And the fact that Haaland got what, 3 right now?
Yes, because he scored twice against. Yeah, did he score against? Yeah, he scored against Brighton and he scored twice against. No, wait, did he get a hat trick against Wolves? Nah,
No, he ain't got a hat trick yet. No, he ain't got a hat trick yet.
It was a brace against Wolves, wasn't it? And then he scored against Brighton.
So he only got 3 goals. More than catchable, man.
It's big up Eddie, man, every single time. Hope you're like, I said long man. Yo, idiot Eddie. Oh, this Eddie guy. Shout out Eddie, man. Hope you're blessed, Eddie, man. Hope you're good. Hope everything's good. Desi says, any man in the panel worried about being short in defense after missing out on Guehi plus Konate really can't stay fit. Plus Van Dijk aging. Could it hinder a title defense?
No. I am not worried about VVD whatsoever. It will gonna be fine. But a lot of people are feeling understand, right? Yeah, we got 4 center backs. Joe Gomez ain't not gonna play a whole ton, but he can come in and do a job. He did it against Arsenal. And then we got a youngster there that nobody in the Premiership seen before, and he's a real good player. That kid Leone, he'll bully anybody in the Premiership. Anybody. That kid's a unit and a half. And he ain't frightened to be physical. So he can be perfectly fine. Watch him when he play in the cup competitions. Flawless. People are going to see. And he's skillful and he could pass.
Yeah, because I won't be like cup comp. I probably won't watch him. I'm only really going to watch you lot in the league still. I'm not going to lie. I'm also league with you lot. Just because there's other games in the Champions League I'm trying to watch. Obviously, the Madrid game I will be there for, though.
Leone is taller than Van Dijk.
Yeah, did you say he's like 6'5" or something?
6'6".
He's 6'6". Also, he's as tall as what's his face that Newcastle just got, the striker, the Voltamado. Okay,
Voltamada.
We're gonna find out. Yeah, because he's like 6'6" as well. What are you saying about his pops? You worried about Guehi missing out on Guehi, Kadai not being able to stay fit, Van Dijk aging? That's what Desi's asking.
Nah. If it happens, it happens. I mean, people keep going back to the season when we lost all the center backs, and that's why there's always the need for let's get one more. Arguably, we got 4 center backs that dedicated if you want, and then you can still see if you had to, you could put Endo in a center back position. You could play Gravenberch in a center back position. Obviously, that moves him from his favorite position in Middle Park, but if you're looking at something short term, if you get a long-term injury, then you got a challenge. I don't know what Leone looks like yet, to be honest, in terms of his abilities, but he's built like a tank. We'll see him in the cup game, playing with Verge and Ibu, training with him. As they say, iron sharpens iron, so I expect him to be getting up to speed. So as you do all the time, you just hope that nobody gets injured. No one wants to see anybody get injured. So Saliba going down for me is one of them horrible things. Early in the season, like that, you're going for a month already. That's a serious setback. Your month out, it can take you a couple of weeks to get back in international break again. You might end up going to play with France before you even play another game with your club team. Again, a possibility to re-injure yourself or a niggle or whatever. So you don't want to hear that or see that. So especially not so early, and there's a World Cup year now, so all the internationals mean something. So you could tell a man, calling sick today, let me not bother with that. He can be qualifiers pretty much all the way through until you actually qualify. So all the players can be ready to go and commit because they won't be at the World Cup come summertime, innit? So
no, smart. And last question there, Solomon says, big up question to the Liverpool folks. Who do you see being the closest to you in the title race? City, Arsenal, Chelsea, or someone else?
Arsenal.
You got Arsenal. What are you saying, Pops?
Gotta be Pep squared, man. Mr. Veta has to be you, buddy.
Yo, yeah.
It has to be you, man.
I got City fourth.
Four-time champion. You can't. No. Mr. Vader can't let Tech and Mr. Lock slap that head again.
I love
As
it.
the
You
man
see the
would
back
say,
and forth with you and
again.
Vader is great, yo. You and Vader is fantastic. Yo. I love it. It's great. I really do.
I got City finishing fourth, flawless. I got
City
Chelsea
fourth?
above them. Yeah.
How come you got City so low? Bear in mind, I'm all for. Sell me this because I'm all for it. Fuck City, so I'm with you on this. Go on. Why do you?
Because I think they
Well,
struggle
Let
defensively.
me give Barnes top 8 now. You want it? Barnes top 8?
Yeah, go on. Hit me with this top 8.
Yeah, tell him my top 8.
So LFC. So Liverpool 1, Gunners 2, Chelsea, City, Spurs, Cherries, the Manx, and the Geordies. That's the top 8.
You got a 7th.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I know Amorim getting fired.
You trust this lot to go get the right guy?
Because I know there's a lot of other teams have gotten worse this season.
That is true.
And you got quality players. You actually got some good players.
And Jess
Cunha,
not calling him Danish
Mbeumo.
Conte, man. What's wrong with you? Jess just crashing on Thomas Frank. Sorry. This guy just on his case.
Nah.
Allow Conte, man. This guy, yo. Sorry, go on. I've actually got Spurs 5th as well.
I think all of us had Spurs fifth.
I got
All of
Spurs
us
5th too.
Yeah. And what was 6, 7, and 8 for you, Barnes, again? What was 6,
Cherries
7, 8?
was 6.
Bournemouth, United, and then who was 8?
Bournemouth,
United and then
Geordies,
Newcastle.
Okay. First. No Villa.
Voltamada.
Nah, I think Villa gonna struggle.
No top 8, though. Okay. First. Nah. Well, yeah, the City. Why have you got City behind Chelsea and Arsenal?
Because they can struggle defensively.
You reckon they can't? The attack can't bypass. Attack can't get them to second.
Nah. They can beat the teams that they can beat, but I think they're gonna struggle against the teams that are better all-round teams than they are defensively and offensively.
The likes of Brighton.
Like Brighton, they're gonna struggle. You see the struggle against Spurs, and it's struggling. They're gonna struggle against Liverpool. They're gonna struggle against Arsenal. They're gonna struggle against Chelsea.
Hey, I'm all for. Hey, City 4th. Bring me that. I need that. Bring me that. City 4th. Bring me City. Manchester City 4th. Yes.
That's for the GLE. That's just for the GLE. I want to see crashing out.
Oh yeah. I want to see it too. I'm all for it. You already under stress now. It's like, oh, you're like, I'm like, welcome, man. You now a mere mortal. You bleed just like the rest of us. That air of invincibility, even though you're still a very good team, is gone. So how does it feel? I was saying, like, yo, you to get chin checked and it hurts. It's like, that's what it is. Oh, you saying about Pops? Who's going to be the? Oh, sorry, go on, Barnes. Go on.
What would be the ultimate thing, though, for the Manchester City that would just set Vader off completely? Is them to hold a points deduction for the 115 just out of spite. Get him a 15-point deduction and be like, yeah, hold that. Crawl out of that hole.
I need them relegated, man. That's what I need. They need them relegated. If they go on 115 charges, you can't get found guilty of, let's say, half of them and stay in the league. You got to throw it. But even though I don't think anything will happen, I've said this.
I don't think that either. That's just me being shameful.
But I hope so. I'm with you. I'm saying, more than that, relegate them. They need to be in League 2. You get found guilty of 115 charges, you should get the Juventus treat. I don't know exactly what Juventus got charged with. I know it was match fixing, but I don't know like how many games and stuff like that. 115 charges, they get found guilty, relegated. What are you saying, Pops? Who's the closest to you? Who do you think is the closest? City, Arsenal, Chelsea, or you got someone else?
You call your top 8 no flawless. Call your top 8 no Pops.
Flawless. It has to be Pep.
I didn't say what it. Don't do that, Pops. I didn't say what it has to be. I'm not saying what it has to be. I agree with you. It has to be. But I'm asking.
He in the book. Let's out your top 8. Let's out your top 8 no.
I got mine too. I'm saying that.
It has to be Pep. So it has to be Pep.
It has to be what you think it is. Like, what do you
then
think
it's Tech.
Now
that's this is it. So it's us first. It has to be Pep. Then it's Tech. Then it's Maresca. Mm-hmm. Then it's Conte, as Jez is calling him. I've got Spurs.
Danish Conte, right? Danish Conte.
Yeah, right. Danish Conte. I got my man Eddie Howe in 6. Voltamada. I got Villa in 7th. Come on, H. Come on. That's for you. And I got Brighton in 8th. No United in the top 8 for me.
That's crazy. That's very close to my 8. That's mad. You're only like a couple different, like.
As long as you keep the squatting, what's his name, Bielsa? Nah, you don't make it top 8. Not him.
So you got Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea,
Spurs,
Newcastle, Villa,
Brighton.
Yeah. Then the only difference in mine and yours is because I've got Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, Newcastle, Villa. They have Palace.
I got Palace next.
Yeah.
I got you in 10th though, so you mean our first page, so you ain't got to flip over the page. You can mean the first page.
I don't have Palace that high because I know Glasner leaving, and when he leave, they're gonna fall off a cliff.
Yeah, if he does indeed leave. That's if we don't get from him. Huh? I think that because I was struggling with 8th because it was them. I was thinking of Brighton, I was thinking of Bournemouth, and I was like,
that's why I put you so high, because I think Glasner coming to you.
No, that's fair. Like if we had a better manager, I would have us higher. I'd have us higher
for sure.
I'd had a better manager. I'd have us 6th, 5th. I'd have to debate.
If you had Iraola, Glasner, it'd be a different story.
Yeah, without doubt. But good question, A. Solomon, man. It is. So you got so Pops has got City, you know, the closest. I don't know if he thinks it, but they must. So because they must
be, it has to be.
It
has to be. Pep can't be 4th or 3rd after being what was it, 3rd last season?
Second. To be honest, he shouldn't be 2nd.
He's the best manager in the Prem.
Yes,
not so by a margin. So he can't be
by a large margin. You are Spanish Jesus. You can walk on water. You can feed 1,000 with a loaf of bread.
There we go.
You should be able to get. And I rate Slot, but you're a much better manager than him. So therefore, you should be able to manage him, and you've been backed. I do have Liverpool first saying all this, but I'm just saying these are the XA. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, people.
There we go.
You can't be Spanish Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And walk on water and come 2nd in the league. Nah. As good as Liverpool are, as good as Slot is and everything they've done. Right.
Slot will make Pep scratch up your face again. You watch. 3 more likes to 50 people.
As bad as Manchester United are, we all heard the saying, misery loves company. So the 2 out of the 3 that miss out are Liverpool, City, and Arsenal. I'm there to crash on. Whoever the 2 is. Pick. I know it's going because all 3 of you can't win the league. So I'm crashing. So if it's City and Arsenal, if it's Liverpool and City, if it's Arsenal and Liverpool, whoever it is, them 2, them managers and that team is getting crashed on. I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for it.
It can be Arsenal and Pep for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. You heard my top 8. I got you lot first, and all right, Pep. We're going to have some uncomfortable conversations then, if it is Pep. How does man beat you twice?
Spent more money
this season, and you spent a hell of a lot of money.
The money. We did. We spent all the money. Remember, brought the record twice.
Like I'm not hearing any. Like we gonna see. We will crash on the scrubs. They can join us flawless. You lot will be all right. And when I say Pep can walk on water, the way people talk about it, he the GOAT. I'm saying, dare I say that Ferguson is better than? How can you say that? So if you're clearly without doubt better than Sir Alex Ferguson, then you should be able to beat Slot and Arteta to a league title. One I give you don't have to win every year. By 2 seasons with no majors. People don't get misunderstood. I rate Pep highly. Pep is goated. He sits at that. He's in the Hall of Fame. He sits at that. He sits at that table with that diamond chair. This is all just extras. But that's why we hold you to this highest. Why I hold you to the highest of standards. I'll be doing him a disservice. You're not normal. You're not Arteta. You're not Maresco. You're not. I almost called him Danish Conte. You're not Thomas Frank. You're not Areola. Like you're Pep Guardiola. All these accolades you've achieved, 4 peats and trebles and did. I'm just saying. And I said this from early. You've heard Pops mention. I said it to Vega from early. Don't let Slot slap him again. Don't let him do that again. Because it's like, all right, then what happens the 3rd season? Is it, he just got his number? All right, you'll find out, people.
So who's in Mount Rushmore of managers in England First Division?
the reason why I do when I do this, I do my lifetime because I think I'll do people a disservice in regards to their accolades and also the criticism. So I only talk about managers that I've seen. Because at the time, people have loved to rewrite history. I've noticed that a lot. Like when it comes to successes, I've heard people say certain things and that, and like people think, oh, like people talk about Manchester United playing great football. We didn't always play great football under Fig. A lot of the time we did, yes, but it wasn't always fantastic football. We won a league winning 2. I think we won 3 away games. 2011. Go check that, people. Manchester United won 3 away games in the league. The team wasn't good, but we still won the league. But the point is I'm making is also on the criticism, the success don't get spoken about as much and what it was going in. Like people don't understand United's treble season. We weren't the favorites. We weren't the favorites going into the Premier League. Arsenal had won the league title the season before. Go and look at again, you lot will be able to correct me if I'm wrong. The modern day era.
That's the double?
Did they do the double in 98? How did we go trophyless? Yeah, I think they did the double in 98. I think they did
the double in 98.
Yeah, I think they did. Like people don't know these things though. People will overlook that. We was not the favorites going into the treble season. People won't look at our Champions League run, which was extremely hard. It's the toughest Champions League run I've ever seen Manchester United have. People don't know that we was drawn in the group of death. We was predicted to go out. I remember having these conversations and hearing pundits talk. For those that don't know, we had Brøndby, Bayern Munich, Barcelona. They were the teams. And obviously it wasn't Barcelona as we've seen on the Pep, but they still had quality. Bayern Munich were a regular in the Champions League latter stages. And it was drawn in the group of death. People overlook the quarterfinal because of the semi-final. The quarterfinal, we faced the Inter Milan. They had a guy who played for Brazil called Ronaldo playing up top. For those that don't know. But people just overlook these things. And this is what I'm talking about. Because of the semi-final and people look at the Turin and the Keane performance and us going 2 goals down and then coming back 3-2, people just overlook that. So yeah, to answer the question in regards to Mount Rushmore of managers that I've seen, Sir Alex goes there. This is the Prem, right? Sir Alex, Pep, Mourinho. It's between Klopp and Wenger. Oh, Wenger. That's my fault. No, I know other by the way, people, but that's my fault. But again, that's what I've seen. So I can't tell you, man, about Shankly and Paisley and stuff before my time. So
Shankly won titles, but Paisley was, for me, Paisley is the GOAT of all managers in England, top flight football, period. He won way more in a shorter period of time that took Ferguson to win in a way longer period of time. Paisley for me is the top. Fergie would be right below him in the second spot for me.
Yeah.
But as you said, people like rewriting history, right? They like to erase the stuff that's happened before. And they only look at the modern day and says, oh, he's the GOAT. Nah. You can't look at it that way. But hey, we old boys forget about, right? It's like, so what's gonna happen now 15, 20 years down the road, then and let's say Manchester United don't win anything, Liverpool dominate for the rest, then what? Fergie just gets thrown by the bins. Arsenal's invincible season gets dumped and be like, oh yeah, you guys haven't won nothing in 40 years.
No, are you right?
But the Premier League history for Fergie is already to me cast in stone.
I agree with you, Paul. But you know, people got their agendas. You know what I mean?
But because of the longevity, you're never gonna see that again. So he was king.
Yeah,
he was king in the old kingdom and then in the new kingdom. So he took what happened in the past and brought it into the future, and then it stopped. So there's never going to be another manager that's going to manage for probably even 15 years. Because Pep's not going to do, I don't see Pep doing 15 years at Man City. So let's say Pep does 10 or 11, 12 years, whatever it is. At the point in time that he finishes, you're going to look at that and say, well, yeah, Fergie did 20-something years. So you're always going to lose. Then if you try to be tricky and say, all right, well, let's take the first 7 years because you had a rough start, then obviously you're being disingenuous. But at the end of the day, then it depends on how and who you want to have a real discussion with. If you really want to have a proper debate, then you will do. But it's difficult because of you set the target at 1992 and move on from there. United won 13 of the whatever it was at that point. So United had won 13 leagues in 30 years. In 3 decades, it was 7-5 and then 1. So now they're actually in their period that's barren. So now last decade, I haven't won anything. It's been 12 years since they won a title. So if you start to move the line away, then what you've done is, all right, you erase the first set of premierships because you move the line to another period of time. The conversation should be in terms of, all right, at some point you got to cut it off and say, all right, here's the beginning of the Prem, so 20 years, and then the next 20 years, and the next whatever, so you can actually have a proper discussion and a sensible debate. But we'll see. Hopefully we're around long enough that our numbers will go up, not just our 20, but our 2, as they say, 2 in 35 years and not 2 in 6 years, but whatever they want to say, whatever you want to say. So we need to put some more stamps in the book.
We 2 away from 50.
Yeah, let me get the 50 as we close out one.
Yeah, let me get the 50 likes before we close out the show, peoples. You're right, Pops. It kills me because you got the people that's just like close off, or we can only have these sort of debates because it's 92 and onwards. But then when you look at other professional sports, you look at basketball and they talk about GOATs and the greatest of all time. You going back from the whole enchilada of basketball, from Russell to Wilt, and you coming up the line, and they in a break and says, oh, we only looking at this time is everybody. You know what I mean? But somehow in football, 92 and onwards is only when it was important. I don't get it. It baffles my mind. But
to be honest, like I said, because that's why I talk about myself. When people say, oh, such and such, I talk about my timeline. Like why?
Yeah. So you're very reasonable in what you think about, right, Flawless? Because you look at who you've seen. You know what I mean? You speak about that. But there are people that just like dash away.
Yeah. It's not. That's why I never say, oh, such and such wasn't it, or such and such wasn't it. I'll give credit where credit's due. That's why I'll give credit. As much as Pep has caused me nothing but pain, give him credit as he's due. I'm not going to ever discredit that. That's why I say, he's one of the GOATs without question.
Yeah,
all he's doing now is just extras.
Yeah, but for sure. He's
like we still gonna hold you to a certain standard because you are.
Yeah. Just adding the one thing I will say though is Arteta now is the official checkbook manager, but just with no results. He writing checks that just bouncing.
Yeah, it's mad. It's Nah, I hear it. I think also as well with 92, because football, because they changed up, it's easier to go and watch. So say you want to go back to 2000, I have stuff like Premier League years where they watch the seasons. I think that adds into it too. If there was a Premier League years and it was 84, 85 season, people would be more knowledgeable, because people like Jez and other youngers in the chat will say, oh, I watch Premier League years and seen such and such. I seen 94, 95. I seen 2004, 2005. I'm just picking random seasons, for example. So, yeah.
Of course he is. Of course it makes sense, Wally. He spent $1 billion in 6 years and has got nothing to show for it.
Is it a bill now? Has he spent $1 billion?
Over $1 billion, yeah. They just spent another $300 million this season.
Is that a bill? All right.
He's over $1 billion.
Nothing.
Flawless.
$1 billion in 6 years with no trophies.
I didn't know.
You know what
time
time it is?
Go on.
You know what time it is?
Go on. What time is it?
Prediction time, man. The derby is Sunday, right?
Whoa. Wait.
Yeah.
Crap. Yeah, because we're doing the show. Well, we're doing crossovers this weekend. So for those that don't know, I was going to speak to Barnes and Pops anyway, because you lot have been asking for it. We're going to be doing crossovers all next week, people. So from today onwards, crossovers all week. So you'll see the Bayesian show with the Yardman show. You'll see the Arsenal show with the City show, for the Chelsea show with the Manchester United show. So you're going to see crossovers all over in the Sarcasm City cinematic universe. But in regards to the derby, Is Cunha? Who is fit for us? I know Cunha went off injured and Mount went off injured. But let's say everybody's fit. 1-1. And it's got a terrible draw written all over it. I don't think it's going to be pretty. I think it's got a terrible draw written all over it. That's what I'll say.
1-1.
That's a prediction time, I haven't missed that. Yeah. Obviously, that could change in regards to lineups and who's like. If you say, oh, Cunha's out, that could switch it. Mount's out, that could change it. Because if Mount's out and Cunha's fit, he's then forced to play a decent attacker. Whether that's Xerxes, whether that's Sesko, whether that's Mano, just anyone. So I'd say, yeah. Well, you man's prediction for the derby, actually. Before we get on to you lot.
2-1 City.
Okay. What you saying about
City and win, man. City and win at home.
Cool. And speaking of being at home, you lot are at home to Burnley?
No, we away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you away? You at Turf Moor?
We're going to Turf Moor. Yeah.
Okay. Now you lot gonna pack them up.
4-0.
Yeah.
I'll give them I'll say 3-1.
Clean sheet. Come on. Just give me clean sheet.
3-1.
No clean sheet. 4-0.
Clean sheet. Come on.
You ain't playing Arsenal.
Come on.
Yeah, you ain't got to play Arsenal every week. Yeah. 3-1.
Clean sheet, Ali. Make it a
3-1.
3-0. Clean sheet.
Yeah,
Thanks for getting us over 50 likes, people.
Yes,
big up.
Don't be subscribed to Beijing Reds TV. And of course, as well, gotta get you lot's predictions as we're talking about title rivals as well. Arsenal taking on Nottingham Forest at home.
Arsenal Forest. Arsenal beat Forest.
1-1 draw.
Odd goal. Now they beat them by odd goal.
1-1 draw.
I said 1-1.
Maranakis might go run on the pitch for that one, man. Run on the pitch and end it. Snatch at the ball.
Man said 1-1 draw at the Emirates. You reckon they got a draw?
Nah.
So you telling me, Barnes?
Yeah, 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. What you saying, Pops?
Arsenal win, man. Arsenal win at least by odd goal. 2-1 minimum.
So
2-1 minimum.
No. Yeah, I think Arsenal for the business. I think the Arsenal win 2 though. Yeah. You lot 3-1 against Burnley. Us 1-1. That's what I'd say. Yeah. It's gonna be a long ass season, man. Jesus Christ. It's gonna be a long old season.
Hashtag suffering.
Yeah.
Not my words. Just reminding you what he said.
Yeah, thank you for the reminder. Well,
yeah, man.
Thank you for the reminder. This is crazy work, you know. This is crazy work. Oh yeah, Jess, I know you asked me my bad about. Do I think? Yeah, reports came out today saying Lamens is deemed the number 1. So I go with that and say, yeah, he starts. I think he starts, and hopefully he starts. Hopefully he's a good goalkeeper, and we move from there. Hopefully he has a great game. It'd be nice to get a dub there. I ain't going this year, so yeah. If it was a new manager, I actually would have won. Nah, no limbs. No limbs.
I queued you earlier, man, but you didn't take it. I said no, that you got lemons, you're making lemonade. You didn't take it.
No, I didn't. This guy, I know you're a dad, so we just let you off with the dad jokes. That's what it is, yo. Like, these dad jokes, yeah. The lemons make lemonade. Oh Lord, man, it is. Yo, nephew, you still in the chat? Let me know. We're looking to run clubs. I think YG's about. I'm gonna see what's what. But Pops, anything you want to add before we close out?
Nah, man, all good. See you for the derby. We'll be here next week.
I've seen you lot before then anyway, because I chat to you lot about a couple of the crossovers.
That's true.
People have been asking for them. So big up the chat. Hey, Barnes, anything you want to add? Let them know what you got coming up with the international once the international break's over and the rest of the season as well.
We just got our lime on Friday and then preview show and the watch along this weekend. So stay tuned.
Oh, watch along this weekend. Okay. Crab gonna be on.
Yeah.
A shout out Crab every single time. You couldn't make it on today, people, but shout out to Crab.
Yeah, Crab.
Every single time, man.
Platinum.
Big up to everybody.
Platinum crab, and you got the platinum striker. Platinum Rasta, and you got the striker that he wanted. But yeah, the Asian Reds TV people, make sure you hit the subscribe button. YouTube Studio was playing up, but I'm gonna add it into the title after this anyway. Once I can do that, but the link's underneath in the description anyway. Not just on this live stream, on every live stream, people, and every single live stream. Bayesian Reds TV, the link's underneath in the description on the featured channel page as well. Or you can just not be lazy, people, and actually just go to the YouTube search bar and type in Bayesian Reds TV. But yeah, go subscribe over there, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. And I mentioned it before, next week, people, will not be the regular scheduling, no crossover shows. So like for those that know, you've got the Bayesian show here, you got the Yardman show, Man United, Man City. You got Talking at Tottenham Talk, Ballers at the Bridge. What else am I missing? Gonna Talk from the Arsenal. So you're gonna see all of these shows crossing over, people. Like, you know, like Marvel thing. We've done this before, and I know it's something that you lot ask for because the crossovers. There's characters, man. So the crossovers is always good. Saying different an international break, because let's be honest, it's dreadful. International break is absolutely awful.
Yeah, it's true.
It really is. Yes, but people, I think YG's about. If not, I'm gonna redirect you over to the gaming channel anyway, people. I'll be going live for something, not for too long, no. But let me set this up real quick. And big up Casually, because they've just redirected to me just as I say that as well. So yeah, let me set this up. I'll wait for everyone to join. But yeah, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button on here. Make sure you follow the Sarcasm City TV Twitch as well, people. Twitch.tv/Sarcasm City TV, or just download the Twitch app from your app store. And this show, all the other shows you see on the channel, apart from watch-alongs, fan calling shows, members Q&A, is available on all audio platforms. So if you want to listen audio only, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. And I had someone ask me in one of the comments as well, because we're now on YouTube Music, which is YouTube's audio platform. The videos get uploaded onto here as well, people. So when you see the ones and it's a video and it says audio only, the reason it says audio only. So you can watch the live stream, or you can go watch and you can go listen on YouTube Music as well. But big up Casually for the raid, man. Every single time, man. Shout out to my guy Casually. Big up Marshall. There's now over 100 of you lot in here, but we're redirecting over to the gaming channel. So as soon as you get over there, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button over there, people. This has been the United Liverpool podcast, Barbados edition, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.